Evening, everybody. Look at that. Rogie dropping in on the big 19s. Rogie, you absolute legend. You. Welcome. Evening, Gatos as well. How the devil are you? Razio's in the chat as well. Nice to see everyone. Hope everyone's well. It is Tuesday evening. We don't normally stream on Tuesday, but I've got to play the Draft Club final tomorrow night, so we're not going to do streaming until late tomorrow. So figured we'd jump on. Plus, there's no football of any importance on tonight, so let's hang out here instead, because last night, of course, we managed to do some good stuff with Norwich. We got themselves into a nice stable position in the league, finished the season, which now means it's pens and paper time. So pens and paper at the ready, because it's summer transfer recruitment special, and that's what we love. So let's get into it. Summer transfer streams are go. Welcome everybody. Evening, Pumpster. How are you, my man? Thank you very much for congratulations. Genuinely appreciate that, my man. Very, very kind of you indeed. It has been mad, for want of a better phrase. It's been properly crazy trying to keep everything together over the last little while to get it all sorted out. Evening, Gouder up the Rich Owens fan club. You know what? Yes, I completely feel sorry for Rich. We've spoken so many times about myself and Rich about like what we're going to do and how we're going to work all this out and how we're going to announce it. But as we've said, this is not the end of FMT. This is not the end of FMT, and I will still always champion FMT until the day that it is no more. FMT 3.0 will be fantastic. Okay, I can guarantee you FMT 3.0 will be fantastic. Rich is at the helm. We have to trust Rich. In Rich we trust, and I know that Rich has some big plans, and from what we've already spoken about so far, what he plans is going to be amazing. So give him a couple of weeks, let him get himself sorted, get his feedback under the desk, learn how to edit, learn how to produce a podcast. He's now got a microphone where you can hear him, so it's going to be amazing. He's got internet and everything, so it's going to be incredible. So do stick by Rich Owens and make sure you still give FMT a load of love. Well, McConville, welcome in. Lovely to see you. FMT with more regenerations than Doctor Who, back stronger. 3 years, 2 and a bit years, Pumpster, you're right. We've gone through 3 incarnations already. This is crazy, right? But bullying Rich into getting a new mic and then dipped. it is a little bit evil. I think Jebru's put a thing out that basically makes me look like the worst person in the world. So he's probably right, to be honest. But this is where we are. But of course, the thing is, the Football Manager show starts tomorrow. Does that work yet? No, I don't think it does yet, actually, because I've spelled it wrong. Oh dear. Still not gonna work. Anyway, it comes out tomorrow. Let's get a link for the Football Manager show, so you can follow that if you don't already do so. There it is. There you go. That's it. Look at this. This is it here. Unfortunately, it's the Apple link. I'd rather we do a different link, but hey ho, it's a link. There you go. Football Manager show there for everyone to enjoy. We're going to record episode 0 tomorrow, so that should come out theoretically tomorrow afternoon. If not, it'll be on Thursday, and then after that, Wednesday going forward. So we're looking forward to it. It's terribly exciting, isn't it? Will it continue on the same feed as last season? Yes, it will do, get us. Yeah, it'll be exactly the same. So all that'll be different is that it won't be Ian saying hello everyone and welcome to the Football Manager show. It'll be me saying hello everyone, welcome to the Football Manager show, and that'll be and then after that it's exactly the same, to be honest. So shout out to RDF, by the way. He's been saving my triple crown thanks to his work on the Magic Box. The Magic Box, man. This boy knows what he's talking about, doesn't he? Like, he knows what he's doing. All the RDF tactics over there, you know. He's I'm going to be learning a lot from the man. So they're saying it. Get close so you can learn what we're doing, and hopefully we should be able to do something. RDF is superior to everyone in this game. Injection. I like that, Rogue. That's a great bit of night botting. I didn't know who's done that. Not me, believe it or not me, but I do approve of that, to be honest. This is the end of season review with Norwich City. Quite a surprise for one, because of course we weren't expecting to be at Norwich City. We weren't expecting to join midway through the season, but here we are. And to be fair, we've done all right, to be honest. We've taken them from second bottom in the table to 11th, so that's a success. We finished above Bolton, that's a success. We signed this guy, Simon Tipple. Now, some of you might be quite eager-eyed and noticed on Twitter today that that Friday Night FM has tweeted out, because we posted the picture of Simon Tipple last night on Twitter. Simon Tipple works for Sports Interactive. So remember last season when we signed Nick Madden for Peterborough, and it turned out that he was the guy who's in charge of the head of the Match Engine squad? Simon Tipple is a Sports Interactive player manager as well. So for 2 seasons running, the back end of a save, we've signed big defenders who work for SI. So if he, as I've said today, if he has any impact that that Nick Madden had last year, he will be great. We've only got, I reckon by my maths, 2 seasons left in this save. Season 9 obviously, and then if we can get season 10, we'll be over the moon. So he's the Brighton researcher, top lad. There you go, pumps to nose him. So yeah, we've got Tipple in, so he's hopefully going to do the business. Look at him, 6'4", good first touch, reasonable heading, really aggressive, really brave, really doing all the business, to be honest. Look at that, 7.6 in 14 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. Can't argue about that, can you? Can't argue at all. Delighted the fans were that we got him in. Brighter Forey as well, player we got on loan from Tottenham. Really started to look the part, to be honest, towards the back end of the season. Not playing in his natural position. We were playing him sort of here as a midfield left rather than up the top, a little bit higher. But he started to turn a bit of form. Like, again, 3 goals, 2 assists, 14 appearances, the same as Tipple, to be honest. 7.03. He was worth a bit of a look. I think we might see if we can get a Forey on loan again, to be honest. He used to pop in the streams apparently. Oh, okay, yeah, he probably is quite busy at the minute, but I think they do by all accounts jump in, don't they, when it's launch day? They jump in just to see how the match engine and stuff runs. And we had Dean, I want to say Dean Philpott, is it? He's one of the researchers as well. He was in quite a lot at the start of the cycle, so he comes in every now and again. Which is quite nice. And of course, obviously, we've had Nick in as well before, so it is cool to see people from SI actually getting on board and checking the streams out and seeing how the game looks on stream. So it is nice to realise that people are keeping eyes on us. This is Sydney Rabaga. I don't know if you pronounced that right or not. He's been all right. He's been okay. He hasn't really had a lot of chances, to be honest. 5 starts, 5 sub appearances, a 6.9 on loan from Leipzig. Maybe we keep him, maybe we don't. I'm not sure, to be honest. Possibly. Paddy McNair, I mean, he was there before I turned up, 34 years old. Is he still going to be there next season? I don't know. A deep line playmaker, Paddy McNair? I'm not 100% convinced on that, to be honest. Pedro Guerrero, he's one we brought in. 12 appearances, 6.78 rating. He was all right. He wasn't brilliant. He sort of did a job. He cost a few goals. Jumping reach is pretty poor. His crossing, his dribbling aren't great, so maybe we won't go back in for him next season. And then Adam Campbell we brought in from Linfield, who is a young Northern Irish player who, to be fair, we thought we'd sign him because the other Northern Irish players we tried to sign were amazing. He might break through. He might become someone that we keep our eyes on going forward. So that's the players that we were brought in. This is how the season looks. Look at Bolton there, 13th. Look at Norwich there, 11th. 61 points, 17 points off the playoffs. Quite a long way, to be honest. Quite a long way, but you know, we turned up here at Reading. We went 7 matches, winning them. 7 matches in a row, wins, and then 8 matches without a victory. That was classic Tony Jameson style performance. And then after that, it was just a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. We just about got ourselves sorted towards the back end of the season and finished the season with 2 wins, Middlesbrough 3-0 away and Crystal Palace 3-0 at home. Best matches of the season, 3-0 win against Millwall. The one to remember was the Crystal Palace game, and of course Stoke. Joaquin scored. Top shirt sales, Baptiste, Ida, Rashika, Jolinton and Barr. Sponsorship money was up a little bit. This is what the system looked like in terms of best players. Player of the season, Adam Ida. Ian Shithall was the young player of the year. Simon Tipple was the signing of the season. Joaquin got the goal of the season. Top scorer, Adam Ida. Rashika with 15 assists, who unfortunately is leaving. It's going to be a bit of an issue, to be honest. odd stuff is going to stay, Rogie. That's a good question. Odd is going to stay. How we incorporate it all, we don't know yet. We're going to probably try and do some bits and pieces. Probably YouTube, I would say, is going to be the best way to get odds things going on, because obviously it's stuff that we're going to try and keep going. But I think it's they're doing what they do and they're struggling in the league, so it's not really their priority right now. Right now, they've sort of left us to our own little devices. Full manager show in Norway. Oh, I mean, that would be great, wouldn't it? We could do that. That would be fucking brilliant. In fairness, for them, it might work better now that we've got the Athletic on them as well, because there's a few more eyes on it. So it should be something that we're gonna look to do going forward. So we will get some more stuff done with them. And as I say, you know, we've seen Zealand go out to the Dorfers, so I think we need to go across to Norway and get ourselves on the pitch, I reckon. So initial budgets, 978 grand. That's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money at all. That's not a lot of money at all, in fact, to be honest. But we played pretty well last season. Look at this. We did so much more dribbling than we thought we were going to do. Let me just pull that off there. So many more dribbles than we thought we were going to do. Slightly less expected goals, slightly less fouls, which is good. More shots, better passing, which I guess is good, because there was moments where we were not looking great last season, but there were moments where we looked very, very good as a football team. So there's definitely the pieces to sort of work with as part of our rebuild this summer. We need to cut these fouls out, I think. Loads of interceptions, that's great. That's what we like about our team, getting interceptions in there rather than tackles and blocks. Get the interception, the ball, win the ball back and press and make mistakes and get turnovers. Conceding slightly more than we maybe thought. Actually, sorry, slightly better than the average actually in the against the league, but you know, again, something we can maybe improve upon. Movement wise, identical with Ipswich. That's really interesting, isn't it? That's really interesting. Show in Norway, I'll be there, even if it's in Oslo. Yes, Gouda, that's the spirit. I know you're a Rosenborg man, aren't you, Gouda, or are you a Viking? Odds Battle Club are just odd. See, well, this is the thing, Gouda, right? I always thought it was odd, and I remember there was Odd Grenland, but then when we spoke to the club, they were like, oh yeah, we refer to ourselves as Odds. But then I've spoken to some Norwegians, and they're like, well, we just call them Odd. So I don't know. Rogie, me spitball an idea. Ian did a written save with Newcastle. Fun read every week. It went up. Don't know if that would be something you'd be interested in. Possibly, quite possibly, Rogie. There is a little bit of there is some scope for doing some written stuff with the Athletic as well. So I'll become a published writer. So yeah, there is a plan there. So you sure they won't just call the club Odd rather than answering your question? That's possible. That is possible. That is very possible, actually. So what's the expectations? Top half of the league, we're just going to have to accept, because we've only got, like I said, probably about 2 seasons left on this save. So that's if we hammer through it. We really hammered it last night to get finished. So let's see what we can do. Top half of the table, that's what they're after. Good. Okay, so money-wise, let's see what we've got. We've got good communication from goalkeepers. Okay, fine. We've got good standard of balance. Tipple's been great. Young players, Freddie Green. Let's look at Freddie Green. John Moore. And Russell Horncastle. I like Russell Horncastle already. Okay, these clubs are very good from the penalty spot. Freddie Green? What do we think of Freddie Green? Yeah, fine. John Moore? Fine, apart from the fact he can't really shoot for a striker. It's not great, but he's 20. Should really learn how to shoot by now. Russell Horncastle. Not convinced by these youngsters. Let's have a look at the squad overall, actually, and we'll do our proper breakdown, shall we? Squad depth. So in goal, right? Goalkeeper. Plug. Probably still going to be first choice goalkeeper, I think, to be honest. Although he is wanted now. Who's he wanted by? That could be interesting. Wanted by Chelsea. Right. Okay, so we might not have any choice. We might have to buy a goalkeeper. That's worrying. 17 determination, 17 leadership, 17 aerial reach, 16 for balance, reflexes at 13, handling, kicking. Very good, very good. He's only 23, but we might have to be looking for a new goalkeeper. We do still have Victor Johansson, so we do have a backup. It's not the worst thing in the world if we sell Plug and play Johansson. Obviously, it's not ideal. So ironically, he is still technically classed as the first choice goalkeeper. Plug's the one who's just come through and looking good now. Left back, Julian Aude, who sort of looks okay. He looks all right. 21 times he's played, 18 games beforehand. He's averaging just under 7. He sort of does things which if I was going to put okay. He's reasonable. If we don't get another left back, we don't get another left back. He's perfectly fine. Ethan Laird, we've had on loan, who I quite like, to be honest. I quite like Ethan Laird. I think he's played pretty well. He's been on loan from Burnley. He's quite pacey, you see. So I like him. See what we can do with regards to him staying. Pedro Guerrero, maybe we probably won't keep Pedro Guerrero. We'll let him go back to his parent club. And Jed Spence, we asked a few questions last night about what the fuck is the point of Jed Spence. Still yet to get an answer, really. He wasn't the player that I was expecting him being. So he's going to have a question mark on him. Okay. Judge Ed Spence, that's correct. But acceleration of 15, dribbling and crossing, he should be good. He's one of the few bright lights in your Torquay team. Oof, now we're talking. I mean, this is a Norwich side that still has Mason Holgate here, by the way, everyone. He's wanted by Brentford. Okay, so Gent looks more like a winger than a fullback. Maybe we push him up then. Maybe we replace Rashika with Spence. Yeah, so Rashika's going, so we move Jed up to winger. Maybe. Yes, Andrew, welcome, Andrew, the stat man. How are you, my man? Hope you're well. Pleasure to see you in here. I mean, Big Paddy, 34 years old. I think he's going to start to collapse a little bit. I think he's going to not quite put the performances in that we need. I'm going to put replace because he is 34. Yeah. Harrison Reed we'll also get rid of. He's 34 and he's not good enough, and he's actually out of contract as well. So the only thing with Paddy is pace can get caught out. Exactly. So if he goes to centre half, I mean, to be fair, acceleration and pace aren't the worst things in the world. They're 10s, but they are declining. So that's the problem. So I think at the minute, right back is looking like a key area. Centre back, we've got Tipple, who apparently can play at right back as well if needs be. So we could possibly play him at right back, but I don't know, I quite like him at centre half maybe. So Tipple stays. Then we got Holgate, 32. What do we think? Holgate, yes or no? He's quick, he's acceleration, but he's declining a little bit. His heading's okay still. 32-year-old, we might be all right, but 42 grand a week, can we spend that better? Maybe. And also, they're saying fullback, so that would mean Holgate out to right back. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Holgate. Oh, Rogie. Yes, please. Yes, please. That'll do. That's what we're all about. And Ian Shithole. Jumping reach 18. Heading 12. Acceleration 13. Pace 14. Positioning 16. He stays, doesn't he? We make a partnership of Tipple and Shithole. We let them be the centre halves, and then it means we need a backup. To be honest, we can have both of them as the main two, and then we'd actually need one extra centre back, so +1. We also need +1 right back. So out on the wing, so a 4 we quite like. Do we try and get him back in on loan again? Maybe. So we put reloan, question mark. Obviously Jed Spence can probably play out on the wings there. Yeah, we can play, sorry, why not both, Andrew, as in Holgate plays out on the right? Borges is still going to be here obviously as well. And we can play all over the place, so we're happy to keep him. Paddy McNair again. Holgate and Colgate, oh yes. So, okay, so left midfield's not looking strong at the minute. If we lose a 4, we all we have is Borges. CM Baptiste is in the middle. 31-year-old Grenadian. Finishes his contract next season. He played decent enough for us, so we'll probably keep a hold of him, I think. D'Alton is a guy we want to kind of build a squad around. He did kick off a little bit, that we didn't let him move, so let's essentially use him as the creative out. You know, get things going through him. Barr also looks pretty strong. Has played pretty well for us. Is now wanted by Blackburn and Wolves. Ryberger. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, I like his first touch is good, his passing's good, his technique's good. His balance is good, his stamina's good, his dribbling's good, like his vision's good, his work rate's good. He's sort of got, you know what, I'm talking myself into it. Maybe we do think about him. He's on loan. Can we re-loan him in? Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Paddy McNair again. And then out on the midfield right, Spence, Borges, Harrison Reed and Paddy McNair. So width. We either need width or we go to the diamond and we take out the problem of not having width. We play with the fact that we can have Ryberger in midfield with Baptiste, Barr sitting behind and a D'Alton at the top. That's possibly, I mean, that could work, couldn't it? Let's very quickly just jump on this for a sec. Let's turn this into the old posh diamond. Right. Drop these boys back a wee second. Evening, Dave Goodger. How are you, my man? Welcome in. Hope you're well. You know what? I probably would sign Pulisic if I had the chance. If I had the chance to get him, I think we'd try. So we put him there. We put Baptiste there. and then D'Alton at the top. Like, how would that look? Like, that wouldn't look the worst, would it? Do you know what I mean? And then we have Spence running up here. I know we don't really want him still as a fullback, really, but I have shit all there. Actually, we could put Spence on this side. Then we could put Holgate there. Turn him into a no-nonsense fullback. So then I want my Mazzala here to do my running into the into the half space. The half space, that's what they call it. The half space. How about that? Would that work? That's not the worst thing in the world, is it? And then all we need to do then is look at potentially look at fullbacks, really. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So we put him on wing back on automatic, or full back on automatic. He might then get forward, mightn't he? What's it say? Key play in modern football, traditional defensive duties, overlapping runs down the wing. Although primarily a defensive, he must be prepared to get forward when the team needs extra width. With an automatic duty, the fullback will automatically be switched between defend, attack, and support in the current mentality. Okay, yeah. So if we've got a positive mentality, he's going to basically run up anyway, isn't he? And if we put Spence as a fullback on automatic as well, then they should theoretically get up and overlap. That sort of looks like it could work. And then we've got squad depth up front. We've got Ida and nothing. Yeah, so we need a striker. We probably need a centre half, a centre mid, and a full back. That's what we're looking at. Okay. Now let's also have a look at players that are going out of the club. So this is players we need to prepare ourselves for losing. So we're losing Rashika, who's a wide player anyway. So he's going to be going out. So that's one wide player down. Okay, he's off to join Espanyol. I think he's going on a free transfer. Also getting no money for him. No money for Joe Linton, who's going on a free. No money for Calvin Richards, who's going on a free to Celtic. And no money for Robert. Excellent. What a fantastic bit of transfer budget business we've done. Lost players for no money. Great. Should we go the Algarve? Let's go the Algarve, shall we? Right. Okay, so that's the plan then. We're going to start looking then for some players who are going to fit this criteria. But first thing we need to do then is have a look at, who've got San Felix was the recommendation from Rogi. What's happening here? No players at the minute, Rogi, to get in there. I don't quite know how we work that. Where is he who shall not be named actually? He's a Hertha, so we can't get him just yet. Next season's out of contract though, so maybe next season. Where's Peel though? They're saying absolutely get in. Pressing forward, finishing of 15, determination of 16. Maybe a loan possibly. Oh, they get some players in the next gen to that. Aha, okay, that's worth a look. That's worth a look. Jean-Philippe Leduc, a wing back. 19 to 20 determination. Yeah, sold. 6'4", sold. Let's get some scouting on you and let's see if you're available for loan next season. That will be good. Fabio Silva at Swansea. 14 for finishing, 15 for dribbling, 14 first touch, 15 off the ball, 16 goals last season. Swansea, of course, got relegated. They wanted by Villa, so let's get in there before they do. 100 grand he wants for wages. 100 grand. It's not happening. It's not happening for us. Anthony Quinn on loan from Wolves. Wolves seem to get a lot of good players, I've noticed, on this save. A lot of good players. A lot of good players indeed. Rudy Bergman. Decent tackling, aggressive. reasonable flair. I'm not sure he's quite at that level that we need yet. Daniel Pitchford, not so much yet. Shane Mulaki, Mulshai, good dribbling, good acceleration. Oops. Again, Irish player for the future, maybe. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Matty Hours. Now, is this a decent enough goalkeeper to replace the potentially outgoing Plug? We shall see. Michael Owen, the defender. Man of the hour. Big fan of that. Evan Ferguson, we looked at as well previously, remember? Acceleration 16, pressing forward, 6 foot tall. His transfer list now 5 foot. It's 5.4 million. It's a bit expensive for us, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for now. George Bello, though, on loan from Tottenham. So again, if we can maybe get him on loan, that would solve our fullback problem. Lamin Jatta. On loan from Bristol City, he's 23, so maybe should have developed a little bit more by then. Benjamin Jones looks reasonable. See, I like that. Oliver Bosworth. Remember when we were at York and we tried to sign Bosworth? We couldn't get him, and we're at Norwich, and he still seems like a decent goalkeeper. So we could potentially bring this guy in, maybe. Hearts and Swansea are keen as well. Be free if we can obviously get the wages sorted out, because we are overspending on wages at the minute, obviously. Let's just have a quick little look, see who's potentially going to be out of contract. There might be some interesting players coming out. Vincent O'Connor from Arsenal, a player that we have looked at. Evening, Naddy. How are you? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you for popping on the stream. Hope life's treating you good. Roger Azale. Mehmet Chakmak. On loan from Millwall. Corey Woodrow. Not sure Corey Woodrow is going to be what we're after at this point now. Taron O'Neill. There's not really anyone jumping out at this point, is there? Players who are expiring. Expiring and inspiring. Not many. Not many. Actually, is Bello going to be out of contract? Is Bello out of contract? He is. We're not going to pay 69 grand for our Edgar Undlove. Thompson Brown's pretty decent though. On loan from Villa, Chad Thompson Brown. 5.5 grand. I mean, he can't really cross, but everything else looks fine as a fullback, to be honest. For a fullback, he looks okay. Also, have a quick look, because it looked like Liverpool had that shoulder up, but it looked like he was like 32 or something. I'm not entirely sure that's... Well, I don't know, with 29, he shouldn't be that old at this point, surely, should he? He shouldn't be. It seems we haven't looked at right backs at any point. So we're unaware of right backs at this point. Just going to see if... you know what, let's just cut this out, go straight to the source. I mean, Liverpool have annoyed me, to be honest, anyway, because of the fact that they took a... There you are, shoulder up, yeah. He's 24. He's 24 and he's out of contract. Ooh, okay. What's a right back? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think they're confused. You're right. Yeah, they've just went. Oh no, we don't know. Have we looked at right backs? No. There's a term I've not heard for 30 years. Sheldrup Ultras Unite and take over. Yes, could you imagine? Could you imagine if we get that? That would be great, wouldn't it? Evening RC, how are you? Tammy, well, thank you. And also congratulations on the podcast. Thank you very, very much indeed. Yeah, it's been crazy to say the least. We're stupidly excited about the whole thing. It's going to be good, isn't it? Evening, Raoul, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Right, let's see what we can do with Sheldon, because that would be a pretty decent signing, I think, if that could happen. And there it is. Look at that. It's there. Look there it is. There's the name up in lights. Look, see, the Football Manager show. That's what you can follow. You can follow it. Comes out tomorrow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Getting ready for the Stoya Bucharest match. Nice. When's that? Sorry, Friday. Exciting times. So what does that mean then? Is this? So are you expected to win, Raoul, or is it going to be one of those ones where you sort of like go in as the underdogs? Match day Saturday was close to Bucharest when you leave Friday. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, do a bit of travelling, get yourself down there, have a bit of time, enjoy yourself when you're there. Don't get into trouble by being negative. Don't need your support. It doesn't look like there's many people whose contracts are expiring at the minute, so at least not people that we like. So maybe we'll have to sort of see how we get on with that. Todd Cantwell's available as a transfer, so we could maybe try and bring him back. But as we're saying, there's not a lot of money at the minute at the club, so we can't really go jumping straight out. Steven Sessegnon is available, which is interesting. Yeah, let's see what happens with the way that the transfers work out over the summer, and we'll see what happens, shall we? So what's the situation with Stoya then? Which is the proper Stoya Bucharest? Which is the one that won the European Cup? Which is the one? Is it the one that you're going to face this weekend, or is your team the one that won the European Cup? Appreciate Ali, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, we're super excited. For me, Stoya is dead. Yeah, no, but that's not answering my question, Raoul. My question is, which one won the European Cup? Yeah, there's two different teams. Which one's which? Which one did George Hadji play for? FCSB won the Champions League. There you go, yeah. Yeah. Original store was gone, and then when Bicali bought it out and bought FCSB, UEFA said they won the Champions League. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they did it because they won it. So, but the federation says that Stoya is Stoya. Okay, I mean it's all terribly confusing, isn't it? You know. But yeah, everyone's having a lovely time, and it's all going to be fine. That's where we are at this point. You know, let's not get into the ins and outs of Romanian football, because we then end up getting into the whole thing with Astra, and you know, there's things with government and politics and finances and bankruptcies and all the good stuff that we get with European football. Locatelli, so excited now, the host of the Football Manager show. Is going to be great. Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you very, very much. Genuinely super excited. Can't wait to get started. Myself and RDF we've been chomping at the bit for a while on this one. We've obviously known what's going to be happening, and we've just been sat there twiddling our thumbs for a little bit, being like, okay, we'll just wait until we can announce it, and then we'll see what happens. But you know, as I say, we've been also trying to help out at the back, in the background, sort of like to get FMT ready, so at least everyone knows where they stand with that. And yeah, Rich is going to have a great product on the go there as well. So do keep supporting Football Manager Therapy as well, if you can do, please. Because I think it'll be good. I think it'll be very good. I think you'll keep enjoying it. So date for the first episode. Episode 0 is getting recorded tomorrow. So I think it drops tomorrow afternoon. And after that it'll be every Wednesday. So yeah, pretty much straight away, to be honest. So yeah, we're starting to get. I've got a script to look at and everything this time, like rather than just, you know, turning up and winging it on the day, which unsurprisingly they sort of went, oh god. We were talking before. I was like, am I gonna have to like write scripts and that? And they were like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I used to just wing it, and they were like, oh. Figured that was the situation, but you didn't have to tell us. Well, yeah, that's how it works. You know, so yeah, so we're gonna do all that. It's gonna be great. Really looking forward to it. And we've got a few bits and pieces that they've obviously used previously that we're gonna stick with. So they're gonna have where we have so we keep the Discord. That's probably something I should really mention as well. We get to keep the Discord. So theoretically, it might start getting a bit busier. At the minute, we don't really know, but it is there. FMT are going to create another Discord as well, so again, we're going to help them try and populate that also. Where we used to have the One Season Wonder Challenge, which at the minute, as Rogi was talking about earlier, about the Norwegian Triple Crown, that's now going to become part of the community challenge that they do. So we're going to do a community challenge, which we've already picked out, and a lot of you are going to hate us already for it. By us, I mean you're going to hate me, because you're going to be able to tell that it was me that picked it. But you all kind of expect that, right? So, oh god, no, it's not Newcastle. Don't worry, Rogi, it's not Newcastle. I've already said in a couple of messages to them saying I'm not talking about Newcastle. I'm not promoting Newcastle at all, and I'm not talking about the World Cup, because I've said some things that I'm not allowed to take back, and they went, it's fine, as long as you're not preachy about it, you can say what you want. I was like, all right, cool, lovely. So we will briefly discuss the International Tournament of Murder, and we will not mention the other team in the Northeast. But we're not off to Sunderland again. They've already done Sunderland, so that's something we're not going to approach. Ian did Aberdeen as well. Never heard of Aberdeen. Why would he use a mythical database? No idea. They've done Derby as well. So we're not going to do Derby. They've done Everton, so it's not Everton. But yeah, it is going to be. It's going to be grim. but it's had the. It's sort of had the. Okay, fair enough. This could work from the Athletics. So yeah, we'll see where we get. Will I be contractually obligated to get FM23? I'll tell you what, you will be obligated to do, Rogi. You should be obligated to purchase it from this link right here, because if you do that, then you get it for the discounted price of £32.05, which is way cheaper than what Steam do it for, and it supports us as well. We get a nice little kickback on it, so it's a lovely way of helping support the channel. It is an affiliate link, so of course I'm obliged to tell you that it is an affiliate link. You did buy it from there. Thank you, Ali. You're right, absolutely. So you've done your supporting, so well done. Thank you for that. But yeah, loads of other people will be doing the same thing, so do keep your eyes out on those links. Hashtag, as Rogi says, hashtag not an ad, but at the same time, sort of an ad. I don't know how to do it on YouTube. I've just mentioned it and hope that no one's really picked up on it. So speaking of which, made some YouTube videos this week. People have watched them. We've had some great numbers on it. Right? I'm going to pull it up here. I had 10 new save ideas. Okay, That's 2,400 views so far. That's well, I'm well happy with that. And then FM23 Save Reveal's gone up there as well, so a few hundred on that. So YouTube might be a thing next year, who knows? What a crazy world we live in. What a crazy world. Rashika was in the Team of the Year bonus. Brilliant. Pay him a bonus and he's leaving. Derek. We've got a Spanish player called Derek. He's going because everyone else is... yeah, people are already bidding for him. He's out of contract. Let him do it. Let him go. Gavin Abbey's a promising centre-back, is he? Good at great acceleration. Decent heading. Bravy's not too bad. Tackling's decent enough. Positioning's fine. 2-star. 13 for determination. God, he's got to do better than that, surely, hasn't he? Interesting. Interesting. Stefan Bricks, of course, we missed out on, didn't we? Which again is a bit annoying. Shoulder up we want. Just need him to drop that 40 grand a week wage demand that he's got. If he drops that and we get him in, then the diamond has to go. The diamond has to go because he's a winger. He's a wide player, and we you know, if we're signing wide players, can't play them in a diamond, can you? Apparently we're keen on Gideon Mensah. We're not 30 years old, we're not. Not with that crossing, no. Some of these rumours. Can't decide to play because he's called bottom, can we? Or can we? Where is he? Where's bottom? Let's have a look. Day on bottom. He's not very good. He's not very good. Okay, players looking to get in for him. Fair enough. He's got determination at 20. He's got a 19 in there as well, but he's just not quite. He's 22 years old. Bravery 19, determination 20. Nothing else he's really got, is it? So he's 22 as well. Yeah, he's not going to develop enough for us, really, is he? I don't think so, anyway. I don't think so. AFC Wimbledon show interest in Joe Duffy. That's fine. If you want to go and get him, that's fine. I'm just going to try and speed our way through so that we can get into the league season. That's what we need. We need to start looking at loan players. That's why we're not doing anything. We haven't got any money to sign players, so... Or if we do, then it's going to have to be like really, really specific players because we don't have a great deal of money. So, Jeremy Sarmiento, 23 mil. Phil Dix, he's already agreed a deal, has he? No, he hasn't actually. 23 years old. Might be handy enough, maybe. Baxter, not so much. Bello. What's his wage demands? I've got a feeling that we've gone in too early, so we're gonna ruin it for ourselves here. 74 grand. Yeah, we're gonna struggle a bit, I think, with George Bello. Isaac Scopes, Rudy Bergman, Kalantari, John and Gessen. He does look good, doesn't he? 26-year-old Ivorian. Great positioning, great teamwork. Available for loan. Fails to meet the work permit threshold. That could be an issue though, couldn't it? Also players they've got that are quite exciting, like Francisco Jose, for example. Mattia Dare, we looked at previously. This is the lad that we almost bought from Northern Ireland, who's now English by all accounts. Christos Stasinopoulos. Again, looks decent, doesn't he? Looks decent. Joe McCormack, another winger from Liverpool. 25 grand. They pay them ridiculous wages, don't they, out there? First touch flair, technique's good, acceleration's good. Interesting. Obviously, we had the issue with Stanton, Alan Stanton. Bosworth's out of contract now. What are we saying, Ollie? Are you interested? 22 grand a week, apparently. We're not going to be paying that. That's for certain. We're not going to be paying that. Let's see what it says here with. Now, do we just go straight in with 25? Because he's currently earning 40. I guess we do, don't we? Straight in, give him what he wants. Get the man signed up. We'd fail to meet the requirements for a work permit. Submitting this offer with a wage of £19,000 or more would earn him enough points. Okay, right. So the fact that we're actually giving him that will mean that he'll get the work permit. Okay. I think that's how it works. Offer it, get the boy home. I mean, it would be an exceptional bit of business, wouldn't it? The Norwegian Cantwell. Oh, I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm already sold. Phil Dix as well. I don't think Phil Dix is as bad as what the scouts are suggesting he is. I think he's one of those people who maybe his leadership's a little bit weak. He lacks a bit tackling, possibly. He might lack a little bit, actually. Oliver Bosworth, apparently. He's good to go. It's interesting. Let's see what Chelsea do with Plug then, if they don't start throwing money at us. This is what we might have to do. We might have to sell at least one player to get some players in. Because at the minute we don't have any money to buy any players. Unless we buy them all for like 100 grand or something. I mean, if we get Sheldrup, that'll be very, very exciting, won't it? Transfer window is nearly open. 4 more days, everybody. 4 more days. Delia's not selling enough recipe books. I don't think she is, mate. No, you're right. Come on, Delia, let's be having you. Why are we doing the work for you? Dan Rhodes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Matthias is going to go to Aruka. Fair enough. He can go out there. I think we have to release Harrison now as well because he's not going to be getting a game for us. There's going to be another 21 days of his contract being paid up. So Guerrero's going to go. Mason Holgate is not attracting any interest at this point now. Harrison Reed we can set for release because he's not going to be part of the team going forward. Who else is going to be out of contract this season? So Rashika we know is going, Jolinton's going, Harrison Reed's going to go, Robert's going to go, Joe Duffy we think is going to go. So set him for release as well. Simplici Menga, 21 years old. Is this guy going to be decent enough? He's probably not, is he? Really? I don't think he is. I don't think we can afford to be overly sort of like, that's what I'm looking for. We can't sort of be like, oh yeah, this will be, you know, like let's not be too sort of romantic about it. He's not good enough. Is the reality? He's not good enough. He's gonna have to go. So, okay, out he goes. Let's see if there's anyone in the youth academy who's decent. Nick Lloyd could become a star player better than Ibrahim Bar. See, that's the thing. That's the sort of midfielder we want to be bringing in. A player who looks like that. Already better. Russell Horncastle can be better than Paddy McNair. Ian Holmes can be as good as Rashika. Michael Hume can be as good as Adam Idah. I don't think so. And he's 15. There's no way that guy's 15. That jawline. Yeah, okay, so Michael Arthur seems to be a player who's talented. Certainly potential-wise, they're saying. Look at that, valued for £9 million. So we can get him in. Maybe use him a little bit. Alex Clarkson. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not convinced there. Human just had a look at Sean Jacobs. Could maybe get Bro in as well, possibly. Bradley we just let go. Sean Fotheringham, already a 2-star midfielder. Scottish. We could do with a Scottish midfielder in the team, couldn't we? Really. You know, if we're gonna actually do things well, technicals aren't great, but mentals and physicals are pretty good. So there might be a player there somewhere. Let's look in the under 19s. Nick Lloyd could become a star player. Nick Lloyd's decent, mind, for 17. Get him moved up. Caval Sterling. I'm not sure. He needs to move to the under 23s, that's for certain. Get him in there. In the under 23s for you. Freddie Green going the under 23s. Nick Lloyd moved into the first team. Yeah, I'm not really sure that there's other players. Let's put this Arthur in the first team as well, actually. Evening Squares Harding, welcome. Hope you well. Nice to see you in. 6'7", 21 years old. In you come, Sean Jacobs. You massive man. Big fan of you already. Literally for the fact that your abilities being dead tall. That's what I like about you. What do you think you can bring to the team? Height mainly. 6'7", gaffer. Yes, you are. Right, are we planning on bringing any players in during the transfer window? Yes, we are. We plan to bring players in. Who those players are going to be, we don't yet know. Are those players going to be better than we've got? Can't say for definite. Certainly can't say for definite. Alfie Gilchrist is at Sheffield Wednesday. 2.8 million is not the most we've ever seen for a player. Roman Perud. Do we reckon the game will be as good on a PS5? Asks Squid. I've got no idea really. From what I understand, it'll be a slightly different game. I've not. I'll be completely honest with you. I've never played it on a console before. So I don't know. I hope that they'll do a good job. With the transfer over to a console, but I'm not sure, Squiz. I'm not sure. Have you ever played any of them before on a console? Because that would be my question. What's the experience like? If you enjoy it, then I'm sure you'll still find a way of enjoying FM23 on a console. But for me, I've never done it. I'm afraid so. Come out first time on console. It has been out on the Xbox previously. way back in the day when it first changed from Championship Manager to Football Manager. Or maybe it was the last Championship Manager, one of the two. Daniel Guetta. Yeah. I'm genuinely unsure. Like, I don't really know what to expect. Like, I don't think. Like, the thing is, I don't play the mobile version, so I know it won't be like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, like I say, I'm not sure if it was Football Manager or it was Championship Manager Squiz, but it has been on the Xbox before, and it was, as I say, not something I've ever played. I've only ever played it on the console. I can't even on the computer. Sorry, I don't even use it on my phone. Just for me, it's not the same. It's not the same for me, you know. $4,000 to get Kempin. I think he's a good player, isn't he? He could be a good player, William Kemperling. Plus, he can play right back as well, which might end up being an absolute saving grace for us. I love the fact that Unlove is a 5'5" centre back. It's like, who do you think you are, Martinez? 6'5", American wing back, dun dun dun, stay away from me, dun dun, American wing back, dun dun dun, mama let me be, in you come, Max Ochoa. Jean Duran, look at this guy, £13 million. Transfers to by request, we're not getting him. Alexander Penatera. Not interested in loaning. Love the game. New versions took ages to end up on the laptop. See, this is the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I imagine it's a stripped down version of the game. I don't think it'll be the full experience that you'll get. But that's not to say that it'll be a worse experience or a better experience. Who knows? I mean, American wingback, 6'5", pacey, can jump. I don't know if he can cross or not, but 19 years old, probably won't get a work permit though. So I'm not sure. You need a better laptop. But this is the thing. I don't think it runs on a particularly expensive laptop anymore now, does it? They can run on fairly cheap laptops, so you might be all right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like 5'5" is a midfielder in it. 5'5" is a winger. Never mind. Anything else? Chad Thompson Brown. Look at those flowing locks of his. Let's put them in there. Offer made for John Moore. Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, hang on. What's John Moore? Right, yeah, John Moore can go. Aberdeen have offered a bid for Graham Lee. That's fine, we'll probably use him. Peter Forson. You just upgraded the processor, Ali. Okay, nice. Oh, look at this. Shell drops potentially. Waiting on a work permit. Ooh, this could be exciting. Could be very exciting, Rogie. I hope you're here. Hope you're sticking with it. I'm aware as well. We've just put a bid in for a player that we may or may not need. But realistically, we could do with a striker instead. Javier Chevalier. Couldn't be more French if we tried. Javier Chevalier. Oh. Javi the horse. Bring yourself in, mate. £3,000. I don't even need to see what you can do. You know, Story Hunter. It's going to be fine. Steve Potts wasn't much taller than that. He played centre back for West Ham in the 90s. Yeah, but West Ham was shit in the 90s, Dave. This is a terrible analogy you've done there. Dreadful comparison. Bring me facts. Bring me Franco Baresi was 5'5" and he played for AC Milan. That's what I want. I don't want Steve Potts. Who's Steve Potts? Played as part of West Ham's least successful era, but he was 5'5". Yep, excellent. I mean, Xavi the horse looks like he's going to come in, which I'm quite excited about. I mean, if we get the money, if somehow we can find the money, I want Johnny Kenny. I don't think we're going to be able to get the money to do it. Where's the big cheese? Has the big cheese gone? Reece Morgan's gone. Have we missed the big cheese? Where's the big cheese? Do my eyes deceive me somewhere? I mean, the big Azeri defender's still there, so we can still scout him. Where's the big cheese gone? Definitely bought him, didn't we? Oh, he's still there. I was worried. Justice for Rich. Hi, Jabaroo. Can I have a shout out for your one-person crusade? We love Rich. We love Rich. So hang on. So he's failed his work permit, but he can still sign for us. But he can't play, I'm guessing. Is that right? So we don't want that then, do we? Really? we want him to get a work permit and play. Like, how have you not? Can't believe it. That's not right, is it? I mean, Cantwell was still available. He was transfer listed. We'll have to go back in for him. Redeem, pick a beer. Ooh, what beer do you want? Do you want a pint of bitter? Is that what you like? Fucking John Smith's. Okay, yeah, because it's bitter, yeah. Yeah, all right, I get you. Okay. I see how this is going to be. Oh, it's not, look, we wanted it to keep going. It can be better. Rich is going to take it to new, higher things that we never thought were possible. That's what Rich is going to do. He's going to make it great. Actually, we're not paying for him, don't we, Cecily? I might have to go back for newer players now, because this is going to make things much more different. Duhaney Laidley. Gabriel Vidovic. Sessegnon. I'm saying he's still not really got a great, has he? He's not quite got much there. Edwin Lemus. Colombian plays for Tottenham, who could do with a transfer. I'm not going to get him on loan because he's American, so he's not a work permit if a player who's playing in the country isn't going to get a work permit. Martin Piero, midfielder. We don't need a midfielder, do we? Don't we need fullbacks or wingbacks? Sam Redmond at Man City. That looks as good as any, real, doesn't it? £17,000. Left back seems to be the issue here. Bello we're probably not going to get because we think we've buggered it up as well. Thompson Brown we think we might get in, that's fine. Okay, alright, let's see if this works. And we'll hang fire with the lad from Burnley in midfield as well. Because if all we're doing is putting loans in, then we should be handy enough. But Chevalier is probably not going to get a work permit either, is he? If Cantwell's too expensive, Rogue, unfortunately. Can't get him in. Doesn't matter where he plays. Ben Wilkinson. I'm not convinced. No, I think we only went in from just to try and stop him, so just getting him. We don't need him. And Kemp. I think there might be better players, but so let's just delay that for a second. Chad Thompson Brown's coming in though. So that could be our left back sorted. Could be our left back sorted. Now we need a centre back. If we somehow end up with Bello as well, that'd be amazing, but can't see us getting him. I can't see us getting him, I'm afraid. Kerr Smith. £10,000 maybe? Could do as a backup, couldn't he? He's 24 though. We'll have to see. John Moore's off to Stevenage. Okay, John Moore, off you go. Craig Kemp, Scottish centre back at Hibs. 14 million. Adam Needs. Still looking like we could prize him away. Decent balance, decent determination, reasonable finishing. £7.8 million, that's far too expensive. Bellanova's already joining someone else, so that's no news to anybody. Beereth, not available. Just the top scorer in the league, I think. Great. There's no point telling us if he doesn't want to sign, is it? Covered this on FMT this week. Here's a load of players that aren't going to sign for you. Excellent. Good, don't need that. Fair enough, right? You can play right back. I actually think we're going to play wing back, so that's the problem. The horse has been given a work permit. Now, we're going to play him as a DLF, possibly. Is this a decent idea? He can't really finish. Decent first touch. Vision's fine. Passing's okay. Off the ball's reasonable. Reasonably composed. We've just panicked and went, he'll do. $3,000. Just for a striker, because we haven't got any. So he might be fine. If he's not very good, we'll get rid of him, I guess. Alright. C+, that could be reasonable. Let's see if we can... So Ethan Laird's off to Sheffield United, so he can't re-sign. Sydney, can we extend his loan, do you reckon? They want him to play first team football. Fair enough. About Brighter Fiore. $3,000 to keep him there. That's fine. Let's keep him there. Actually, let's see what Liverpool was saying with Stanton. Can we get him back? Oh, I know who we're going to go for. I know who we're going to go for. There you go, midfielder, left winger. We can play him there. We can play him there. Where's Tomo? See if we can get Tomo in on loan. That'll be good. That'll be good. Sol Buckley. Is he going to be decent, this guy? He's wanted by Shrewsbury. It's not to say he's not going to be terrible, but I don't think there's enough there from him, really, is there? There's not really much. Jordan here, welcome in. Appreciate the raid. Hope you're well. Thank you for that. How was your stream? Nice to see you in. We're just in a bit of pre-season admin at the minute for Norwich City. We're about to start season 9, so we're just trying to get ourselves a few players signed in. We finished mid-table last season, sort of just about touched the top half of the table, so we want to kind of make sure we get into the top half this year, really push on, and try and get something looking close to Premier League football by the time the new game comes out. So it'd be nice to see if we could do that. But you never know. You never know. Ooh, Stanton might come in. Stanton might come in. Sam Redmond's going to come in from Man City. Excellent. Get him in. So that's right back sorted. Okay, so Redmond's the right back. And then we signed the lad from Villa for the right back. Then we Thompson Brown. So he's the left back. We've also got. I'm going to cancel Kemp. Cancel it and say, because if this is what we're going to do, if we've got to pay wages as well, we're not doing that, and a bit of money, that's going to come out. And then we want Stanton. I'd take Stanton over Fiore, actually. I know Fiore costs a lot less, but Stanton was excellent when we had him. I think he can do a bit more. Well, where else can Fiore play, though? Can he play on the right, maybe? Can we train him on the right? Kerr Smith maybe as a centre half. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. So we still need a centre half. We still need a striker. So that's where we are so far, with still quite a long way of the transfer window to go. Plus, of course, we can move Jed Spence up to right wing if needs be. So we could have, technically, go back to that. And Dalton goes there. Baptiste go. Baptiste gonna have to. See, this is the thing. Like, we're playing with players where it's like doesn't quite fit. So. So Redmond will go there. Chevalier would go there. Ida would go up top. Chevalier goes to DLF at this point. Borges will have to be on the bench. Jed Spence would have to go right wing. Left back, we still sign. Fiorio's there. It's not dreadful. It's not unbalanced as a team. I think the fact that Baptiste's sitting out isn't ideal, but Barr's in there. Who else is in there that can do the job in midfield? I think we need a proper ball winner in there. Yeah, maybe we're lacking a proper bit of steel. What have we got? For a ball winner. Charlie Savage. It's not. MJ Williams. Boo. Snake. Players listed for loan, maybe? Stephen Schultz. Not too shabby. Who's he wanted by? Watford. Then there's Rudy Bergman, so it's a big step down, isn't it? Janino Bacuna from Birmingham. Jacob Bentley. Aaron Hitchman from Cardiff. It's quite a drop. In quality. Theo Casson, we've got him on the shortlist. Again, not great. Nerd heard of sign a Canadian. Great bit of advice. Just sign a Canadian. The issue we'd have, of course, is the work permit issue. Nerd, because we've just tried to sign a very, very good Norwegian who doesn't have enough points for his work permit. So unfortunately, unless it's one of the top Canadian players, we wouldn't be able to get him. And I'm guessing at that point, if he's one of the top Canadian players, he's probably not going to want to come to play for Norwich in the Championship. I could be wrong, but that's my thinking. I've been wrong before, but I've also been right before. So there's two ways of this going round, right? Kennaboa. Yeah, Stanton's back. Good. Get him in. We'll get him in. Lovely. Happy to see this boy back in. He can do damage on the wing. Right, swap a Forey out for Stanton. Feel bad though because a Forey was pretty decent for us, but just think that Stanton is better. at the minute, because we've got no money, everything has to be loan players. So, in fact, what's our finances looking like at the minute? Currently spending way over budget on our wages, which is fine. We can always obviously slide that money down, get rid of the bits of transfer budget that we have. I might cancel the Afori deal for now, only because of that. I don't know if I can play him on the right. In fact, can he play on the right? That'd be interesting to find out. Compare him with Stanton. So Stanton is better, really. Before he was a tiny bit more physical. A little bit more attacking actually as well. That's quite interesting. Better dribbler. So strong right foot. Okay, right. You know what? We're gonna get him. We're gonna play him on the right. Play him on the right. He can cut in. Okay. So 4 is gonna go there. So he's gonna go as a winger, and he's gonna go as an inverted winger. Okay. So he's gonna start cutting in on his right foot. Be fine. He'll be all right. Redmond is going to have to be as a fullback because that's what they want, or maybe a wing back on support possibly. Left back is obviously what we need now. Could be Jed Spence, but it's not ideal for it to be Jed Spence by any stretch of the imagination. So Cornbrew is good in the Championship, is he? Let's have a look. Again, remember that we are 9 years in as well, so currently playing for Vancouver. He's £7 million. We have a transfer budget of £900,000, so that's it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. You know, I like the idea of signing a Canadian player. In fact, you know what? I loved playing in Canada this year. We did one season at Valor, which was so much fun. So much fun. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, and I sort of looked at it for next year, going, we could go back to Canada again at some point, couldn't we? That'd be fun. Nils Dam. Terrible finishing, but everything else looks great. He's wanted by Dortmund and Munich, so let's see what he's saying. I can't imagine he'll get a work permit though. Jamie Wood, good determination, good finishing. Soccer with Brian. Hello, Soccer with Brian. Welcome in, you wonderful person. You hope you're well. How are you? Hope you're recovering nicely. Hope life's treating you well. Always a pleasure seeing you in. Real life Ted Lasso over here. Scouts aren't really bringing me anybody here, are they? You know what I mean? Like, no one that's sort of jumping out at me being like, oh yeah, sign me. I'm just like, nah. Nothing's really grabbing me at this point. Some of these players are literally just eyeballing, going, no, they don't pass the eyeball test at this point. Sam Duff is already on the shortlist, so we know about him. Tony Ryan, we don't know too much about though at Arsenal. 6'6". I need to know some more about this guy. Transfer listed by request, £4.7 million. Is he a loaner? Not at 23 grand a week. He's not. Oof. Matthias Ruiz, Carsten Week. If you want to buy Offenbach. Canadian Premier League needs a lot more domestic coverage. It's a pain in the arse trying to find a way to watch without paying a lot of money for streaming service. It's always the way. It's always the way, sadly, isn't it? That's how they do it. Soccer Brian, can't complain, getting better every day. Hope you in the chat are good. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear, Brian. We want to hear that you're good. Glad you are. Glad you are. We're all very well, thank you. We're all very well. Even Bolby, how are you, man? Welcome in. Jordan always shocks me when I say the Premier League isn't even a thought for national TV. Really? This is the thing where everything's all like sort of cable subscriptions in it, and same as over here, to be honest. Really, you know, very little is actually on free-to-air television. MLS takes the priority. That makes sense. That makes sense. Nils Dam. $4,000 could be handy enough. Not to mention the cable companies don't want it because it don't like the viewership. Yeah, I guess that's the thing as well, isn't it? If it's not bringing money in, then no one's going to watch it. So that's what it's all about. It's all down to money at the end of the day. To be fair, the Premier League's not very good anyway. Because to be fair, if you've watched the Premier League, you deserve to have to watch Villa versus Leeds. You know what I mean? This is the thing. You deserve to have to watch that. How do we fly through seasons so quickly? We're not really flying through that quickly, to be honest. This is fairly slow. This particular save though, we're just clicking our way through because we're at the end of the game cycle, so we just need to finish it off. But we stream like 3 nights a week, so yeah, we sort of get through it in a reasonable time. I think some streamers seem to get through things a lot quicker, and some would maybe take a little bit longer. But well, if Bolton are interested in Garley, then maybe we need to be interested in Garley. Yeah, we haven't really got much time left here, so we're just sort of chopping through the pre-season. So yeah, let us know who you want to manage in FM23 as well, by the way, guys. If you've got your plans sorted. If you haven't got your plans sorted, let me recommend a video. You can find it on the old YouTube here. Hang on, let's see if this works, shall we? Is that a thing? Look at that. YouTube, there you go. That's me over there making videos. Interested to see more announcements with the FMFC. We're all intrigued by that as well, actually, Brian. I think be interesting to see what comes out of it. Ali's already watched the video. Getting Ali. Good work. To be fair, I think quite a few people have watched it. I like the fact that people have watched it, and the response seems to be relatively positive. So it's been pretty good. I mean, MJ, I don't understand the reference there, so I think yeah, Rogi's already on that. It's a weird one for you to come in with Rogi, to be MJ, to be honest. Normally you don't like to bring attention to yourself like that, so interesting. Right, so Nils Dam has come in as a free transfer and is currently valued at nearly 70 million quid. Excellent. Right, not entirely sure what you were doing. Yeah, who we getting sold? We're getting the German lad sold. We can't get him sold, unfortunately, because we don't own him. He's at Man City, so well, we did try to sign him on a free transfer. For some reason, he'd rather play for Man City's reserves than Norwich. So tricky one, that one, isn't it? We're just gonna, again, everyone who's been at the club previously can just stay unless they turn down contracts. In that case, we'll then decide, right, fine, we'll get new staff, like you, for example, Edward Black, right? Fine, you can leave. That's what you want. Get a new scout in. Right, so we need a scout. Loads of players who are not going to be good enough. Oh, we have to go and release all these guys as well, aren't we? Right, release. Let's go back through here. Joe Duffy is already going. That's fine, so we don't need to do him. Lewis Williams. He's 23 years old. It's not working out for you, Lewis, I'm afraid. Luca McGovern, 23. Again, he's not really... Where were you on loan last year? Galway. Yeah, I thought as much. Kevin Madden. You could maybe make it to League One if you tried really, really hard. Don't think that's enough for you, is it? Out you go, Thomas Pike. Out you go. I wish they'd improve national team management in there. Well, yeah, national team management would be interesting, but the thing is, I think what you need to do then is you need to make international management, international football, actually fun. And I don't think that's possible, because you can only do that as much as the game allows and real life allows. And international management is just a bit dull. Because international football is just a bit dull. 6'7", you can stay. Actually, you can have a new contract with that. Hoskins can go. Demi Hall. Reasonable enough. You can have a deal for another year. William Broom can go. Have you as well. That's why most people have a club job and a national job. Exactly. Yeah, because that's the thing, especially if you're streaming it as well. You know. I mean, look, Rogie, this is the thing. Like, we've had our historic 0-0 win over England, and we are the best international side in the British Isles as well. And I'm still saying that international football is dull. Like, we are the best nation in the British Isles, and even we're going, it's not really much fun. This is it. This is quite shite. You know. Yeah, you can get to coach Canada. You can coach Canada. Don't worry, Nerd. You can do that. Getting there, but the problem is that you've also only got the CONCACAF situation to deal with. So, you know, it's going to be a tricky one, isn't it, being Canada? But at least you got you got the World Cup, I suppose, this year. So there is that. If that's the sort of thing you're interested in, of course, because, you know, with the whole you know, murdering Qatar thing, it's like a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Going like, oh, you know what's great? World Cups. You know what's terrible? Their human rights record. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So it's going to be interesting to see just, you know, who keeps up with what. We probably won't watch any of it. Probably not want to watch any of it, actually. Don't need to. Evening, Road to Legends. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. What's happening in your world? Hope that's good. Just released a whole load of players. Walker want Bello. Have we got money for Bello? I don't think we have. Don't think we've got the money anymore now. 48. It's not gonna be enough. So he's gonna get pissed off, isn't he? Yeah, he wants out. It's not going to happen. Never mind. Sevilla going to get shoulder up because we can't get a work permit for him. Yes, Zims Muller. How are you, man? My guy. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Nice to have you in. Congratulations on the pod. Thank you very much. Very, very happy indeed with all that. It's been some good news on it. Like, we're really, really happy with that. So nice to sort of get ourselves fully announced. We're going to record episode 0 tomorrow. Hopefully that comes out tomorrow. Then that means episode 1 comes out next week. So we're looking to do every Wednesday. So if you're not following it, let me just double check that I've got the right command there. There we go. Look at that. Football Manager Show podcast comes out ASAP. Get yourself subscribed on there and show the podcast some love. You appreciate the shout. You deserve the shout, Zims. You deserve the shout. It's nice to have you in, man. Genuinely. Loved seeing you in the FM playoffs, path of the playoffs. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Turned up, did his thing, made a scene, put a big target on his back for the finals. Love it. That's the kind of behaviour I like to see. Can't wait to see you in the finals next week as well. So looking forward to that. As you can see, this is Norwich City. Just chilling at the minute. We sort of came here for halfway through the season, to be honest, because basically some of the lads at Bolton started talking behind my back. So I was like, we went, right, let's screw this. Let's go. Let's leave. So they started kicking off. And they're like, oh yeah, Gaffer's lost the dressing room. I'm like, no, we haven't. So we went, right, fine, fuck you, left. And then we took over a side that were in the relegation zone and finished above Bolton at the end of the season. So jokes on Bolton, right? Well, finals week's next week. It is next week. Yeah. Let me just consult my diary here, Zims, otherwise I'm giving you false info. Nope, next weekend. Yeah, 13th is the draft, 14th is draft and crafts, 16th is the actual playoffs itself, and that should be us just about finished for the FM22 cycle. So there you go. What about that? Soccer with Brian. I'm still buzzing about the podcast. Diving back into the podcast listening. I felt such a weird level of pride with that announcement, mate. It's partly down to you. It's partly down to people like you that are that have allowed this opportunity. Like everyone who's listened to FMT has helped that. You know, whether Jebaru likes it or not is a thing. You know, it's it's one of those things where it all helps. It all helps. You know, it all helps. You drop me a DM, okay? So look. Right, yeah. I'll drop you a shout back, Donald. We'll work out what we can do on that one. Right, but yeah, it's good. We've had a lot of stuff, obviously, with the last couple of years. So it's been nice to finally get ready for another round of games, because obviously, you know, it's like when you get to the cycle, you're like, right, okay, we've done FM21. Like, this feels like a long cycle. FM22 felt like a long cycle. It's been the first one we've fully streamed throughout the whole thing. So yeah, I'm excited for FM23. I think we've got potentially a good game on our hands, and I think that the community seems to be in a good place. So I'm excited to see where that comes. I'm excited to see what people do. As I say, let me know what your save plans are in your in the chat. If you've got your plans already, if you've got your beta save sorted out, let me know. If you got your main save sorted out, let me know. You know, see where we're up to with things, because I think there's gonna be a lot of exciting stuff going on. Zims is doing Man U for the beta. Sorry, I've got an incredibly itchy nose. Bloody dust or hay fever or whatever. Main save championship, maybe Birmingham. Oh, okay. So United for the beta, Birmingham for the main save. I can see that. I think the championship's great, man. It's like an excellent league. And Birmingham have got some trouble, so that's not an easy one. I like it. I'm going for Sheldrup's gone. Just gets his work permit easy when he goes somewhere else. Bloody Brexit. Damn it. We've got MJ. I'm gonna go for some sort of challenge this year. Bored of just doing lead saves now. Yeah, that's gonna get you down eventually, innit? Beat with Soccer Brian says Gareth Bale at LAFC. Ooh. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, Brian. This is why you're here. Have we seen the Champions League results? Oh, the main save is Wimbledon. Of course it is. I love that. I love the fact you're back at Wimbledon again. Live for that. What have you? No, what's the Champions League results been tonight then? Apocalypse. Obviously we've been here, so I've not really had the scores on or anything. For us, our saves this next year, this year. In fact, sorry, I should probably say that. This year is beta save is going to be Arsenal. We're doing Arsenal for the beta. Really sorry if there's any Arsenal fans in. Really, really sorry. But yeah, we're probably going to ruin them. We're going to try our best to not do that, but we'll hopefully do okay. As long as we see out the first season without getting sacked, that would be the way to do it, right? You know, like, don't need it to be like bloody Sampdoria last year, getting beat, like, and getting sacked. Be like, don't need that. Get the big team out of the way early. Exactly. You know, so we'll do that. So Arsenal for the beta, and then for the main save, we're going to attempt to do the British Steel Challenge, which is quite frankly, it's stupid. Really, it's absolutely stupid. The plan is to win every single trophy that's available in the British Isles. So England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and then the Republic of Ireland as well. 39 trophies in total. Promotions count as a trophy. So if you get promoted from the National League South into the National League, like say via the playoffs, that counts as a trophy rather than just winning the title. So then if you win the South, you've then got to go to the North, and you've got to get that as well. Plus you've got second division Wales, which is all amateur football. Northern Ireland's got about like 8 trophies to win anyway. So that's going to be my full FM23 save. Theoretically, that should be narrative all the way. Like, just loads of different teams we've never ever managed before. Crazy results left, right and centre. Obviously, you've got to start unemployed with no badges and no experience, because why would you start any other way? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to start this as like international footballer. Started right at the bottom and just grind on. Like, if we don't finish it, we don't finish it, but we might as well have a go, yeah? We've already got a little bit of a sort of like, I'd say a bet maybe. Some people suggest we won't even get any more than 4 trophies, which, to be honest, like, part of me thinks is probably true. I'd be like, yeah, if we only get 4 trophies, that'd be about right. We've not got a lot on this season, to be honest. So it'll just be fun. It'll be fun. It's not about winning, as I say. It's not about winning around here. It's about having a good time, having fun, making stories, and it's all about narrative. So, as I say, if we're still here on FM 28, then we'll absolutely do that. Absolutely do that. That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. I mean, I don't even think there's any potential. I'm genuinely struggling to find a way where we actually do this and get it done properly. Like, I can't see it. Like, the more I keep thinking this is a great idea, the more I'm going, how are we going to do this? How? Like, how much are we actually going to do it? I've got no idea. I've got no idea. Ricky, beat a Leipzig, main save Oldham. Nice. Very nice. First Premier League team to ever be relegated into the non-leagues, by the way. So that is a rebuild and a half, to be honest. Good, was given the scores out, by the way. Bruges beat Atletico 2-0. And then was it Napoli beat Ajax 6-1? Oof. MJ Athletic had a good Arsenal challenge, win the Champions League with all academy players. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be there that long for that, so... But I like the idea. I do like the idea of it. I also like the idea of trying your best to make it 1-0 to the Arsenal, so go back to 4-4-2. You know, as if... and then sort of like treat it as if Arsene Wenger had never been there. So this is interesting now. We've had a lovely time just, you know, getting our players sorted in, bring some loans in, and all of a sudden, pre-season football's about to start, and then clubs are going, can we buy your players? I say, oh, hope you'd already forgotten about that. Right. We're not going to do friendly matches. We're just going to spin through so we can actually play some games tonight in the league. That's what we want to do, you know. You don't want to be like, oh, how was the stream last night? Oh, well, you know, Tony just pressed continue a lot. You're now offering less money than before. No. Oh, Nils Dam can come in. Right, so we're going to get the German striker. 16 for determination, 16 to 20 for teamwork. Off the ball 12, tackling decent, passing. He's a midfielder rather than as a striker now, is he? I'm sure that part of our contract was that we had to play him as a deep line forward, and they're now saying he's a midfielder. What do you reckon, chat? Is he a midfielder, this lad? Because if he is, we can't play him as a deep line forward. What do you reckon? Midfielder or forward? I mean, I guess he's kind of got... Tackling's decent enough. His finishing's poor, obviously, but quite aggressive. Big German enganche, maybe? Midfield and a forward, maybe. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, let's keep him, right? Let's go for it. Right? And then we've obviously got... So we've got the horse. Now we've got him. I mean, he's not going to play as a striker, that's for certain. As you say. Box-to-box midfield, yeah. So like a German Joe Linton, essentially. Yeah. Plus he can pass. Exactly, there we go. So, okay, so German Joe Linton, that's what he's going to be. Okay, so he can get in there, he can help us out a wee bit. No, this is, look, there's a negotiation fee here. He's got a buyout clause. If we don't get that buyout clause, he ain't going. Jam Thoughts. Welcome in. Appreciate the raid, my man. How are you? How was your stream tonight? Hope it was good. What's been happening in your world, buddy? Hope life's treating you well. Nelios, Bombelios. Love that. Welcome. It's Carlos Valderrama, 6'5", Colombian defender. He's called Carlos Valderrama. If we had 25 million, we'd be buying him. We'd be buying him right now. Jam Thoughts re-raiding back in. He sent everyone, then he sent himself back in later. Welcome, Jam. How are you? Ronnie Stutter. Can't really say that in my accent, can I? Carlos Cubillos. Looks fairly decent enough. Cyrus Yagana. Box to box. Kieran and Dewsbury Hall. We're at Bockham now. I think I broke Twitch. Yeah, well, you had 17,000 viewers, JM. You sent them all in on a raid, but they've ended up in some ASMR stream apparently, so they're all having a lovely time. Right, there you go. Watford have withdrawn, West Brom withdrawn the bid for Bar now, so which is fair enough. We need to get a new scout as well, by the way, because obviously we sacked a scout, and we also now have to replace our under 21 coach. So let's do that, and then let's get another scout on there as well. Let's advert for the scout. We've got 2 coaches. We could do some coaches. Okay, coach. Get some coaches. Loads of coaches needed. How's my favourite podcast host? Rich Owens is very, very well. So there's a little joke there. There's a little joke in it because Rich Owens also has a podcast. I am very well. If the question is how am I? If that's the question, then I'm very, very well. I'm very, very well. If the question is how is Rich Owens? Rich Owens is also very, very well. If the question is how is RDF? RDF is very, very well. You know, so loads of people. Also, Nerdphonic is very, very well. Justice for Rich is going to be. We're going to end up having to get these on t-shirts, aren't we? This is what the FMT Live is going to be. It's going to be literally. There's going to be placards. There's going to be some sort of like protest, I reckon, against my treatment of Rich, and we're going to be done for like war crimes or something. You know. It's not true. I treat him very well. I treat him very, very well indeed. He had a good life. In fact, you know what? There you go. That's the link. Come and join us. Come and hang out. FMT Live, by the way. It'll be worthwhile. Ricky J. Jones is on a free transfer. We all know what that means, don't we? Emergency backup? No. You're better than the emergency backup, RJJ. Sign RJJ. Pulled out. That's what she said. I've ruined it. There's a ton of Jameson famous face masks are too expensive. I can imagine that they're quite expensive. We've got a massive head, Rogie. That's the problem. And if you have to get them done on like an A3 printer, and that ain't cheap. Instead of lollipop sticks, you'd need like a tree trunk or a cricket bat. So again, the cost is just mounting up. Michael Arthur's gone off on loan, that's fine. Gives him a bit of experience. When's our first league game? We play Parma in a friendly, and then we play Bristol City. So a month to go until we kick off the league campaign. Are we bothered about playing the Parma friendly? Are we? Should we? Should we not? I don't know. Literally just speed management at this point to get us up to the start of the season. If anyone sees anything that needs to be stopped on, like just say stop, let's have a quick look at that, try and read it as quick as we can. Anna Cecilia, I mean, he does look good, doesn't he? We have £700,000 on the shortlist. He goes, look at that, look at all that. Oof. Giancarlo Di Matteo Again, a player who looks very, very tasty. He's not available for loan. Alfie Devine. He's not available for loan either. No one's available for loan. No one's available for loan. Jason Knight, Hayden. Again, David Money. Lajo. From Club Americana. Some of these players are still here. Paddy McNair. Let's get rid of Paddy McNair. He's a bit old now. He doesn't really have anything that we need, you know. Steve Keeley. He's actually pretty decent, to be honest, for a 19-year-old, so he can stay. Right, there we go. He's going to go. Paddy McNair is going to leave. Look at all the clubs that want Paddy McNair. Eintracht Frankfurt, CSKA Moscow, Feyenoord, Fenerbahce, Anderlecht, Olympiacos, Hamburg, Torino, Spartak Moscow, Augsburg, Freiburg, Dinamo, is that Dinamo Zagreb possibly? Krasnodar, Antwerp, Saint Etienne, Bordeaux, AZ Alkmaar, and Genk. For Paddy McNair. Paddy McNair is on the fucking EasyJet flights, and he look at all. He can't believe his luck. He can't believe his luck. And then he's got the nerve to be like, I want to sign for Torino. Like, literally, mate, you'll sign for any of them. All of those clubs. Like, unbelievable. Paddy McNair. QPR want to take Steve Kiley. Well, Steve Kiley's starting to look quite decent, so I don't want him to go. So no, you can stay for now. Lucas Reed. Of course, Leduc. That was the Man U wing back we thought we'd looked at, and then turns out 6'4" and not actually very good. But you never know. I'm sure there'll be something that'll end up where he's like incredible. Not available for loan anyway, so who cares? At this point, anyway. At this point, Leduc, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Le Canard. Right, let's take it so he's not listed for loan. Let's take that off. Otherwise, we're going to be having to answer that every few seconds. Okay, Ricky Jade's gone to Lincoln. That's fine. Let him go. Let him go. Wickham assigned Taylor Foreign. He wasn't called Ed, was he? It's called Donald. Donald Le Canard. Evening, Northern Pilgrim. How are you? Welcome. We've not seen you around for a little while. Hope you're good, man. Nice to see you. 10-1 there. Look, 10-1. 10-1 win. In a friendly against, as Dan has corrected us before, Durham. 10. Current dimensions of the pitch, please. Overall match momentum. Oh, they were. Yeah, there you go. There's a little bit where they look good. I mean, in terms of, we seem to be doing fine then with this 4-4-2, don't we? You know? So Adam Campbell's on the bench there. There's Borges can be on the bench. Kerr Smith. Sean Jacobs. Steve Kiley. Fotheringham. Cam is injured, unfortunately, so that's not really helpful. Second dose of COVID, mate. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Has it knocked you for 6, is it? Or take it it's not been pleasant. But yeah, never apologise. Never apologise for not being around. It's not that kind of environment, you know what I mean? We don't sit and insist that everyone is here all the time. Where the bloody hell have you been? It's definitely like that. Definitely like that. If you're here, great. If you're not here, no problem. Look at that. Mark Birchall, one of the Bolton scouts. Very good. 17 for judging player ability. So I should know this, but why are we at Norwich? So we're at Norwich, JM, because basically what happened was the Bolton players started chatting shit, really, and saying that we were in a bit of a bad spot, and that, you know, there was rumours of dissemination and dressing room unrest, and I was like, well, there's not. And the chat convinced me that basically one of the players was the ringleader, and he betrayed me. So therefore we thought, right, let's leave. We'll show them. And we took over Norwich, who were second bottom at the time, and we finished the season above Bolton. So it kind of worked quite nicely, to be honest. Redemption. So yeah, so that's why we're here now. I mean, we'll certainly be here for, well, at least this stream tonight. At least this stream tonight. Who knows where we'll end up tomorrow? You know, you can never tell. As I say, we think we've only got about 2 seasons left in this save, to be honest. If we can finish it in season 10, that would be pretty cool. And we've had 10 seasons of Story Hunter. Paddy McNair has gone to Bordeaux. Get that, Rogie. Bordeaux for Paddy McNair. What about that? Absolute scenes. An incredible one. Would never have thought Paddy McNair would be off to the Bordeaux region of France. But yet here he is. Here he is. Paddy McNair, fate worse than death. I mean, he's played for Sunderland. He's now played for Bordeaux. He's basically doing the difficult FMT career challenges. So poor Paddy McNair at this point. He'll be whining about that for ages. Well played, well played. This is why we're wondering where Pilgrim's been. You know what I mean? Sat at home just doing puns to himself. We can't afford to pay £1.4 million a month. So the reason we're at Norwich is narrative. Exactly that. There is no other reason to do anything ever, right? Yeah, literally because of narrative. Wife did me call me a pungent earlier. Nice. Pun-based gentleman, I understand that to be. I'm sure that's what it means, right? What do we think? Do we think that? I mean, we've all we've done really is sign loan players. Do we think that we've got reasonable enough side to go forward? young players in on loan, all from the Premier League, all from, you know, top teams as well. That's obviously what we need to be doing. You know what I mean? So get us players in. Hello, Grimmy. Hello, mate. How are you? Tell me when you've ever been described as athletic. I was once when I was like really young, and in the prime of my CrossFitting, I was relatively athletic, but yeah, not now. Now I'm just a podcaster, so got my podcast bod on the go. But yeah, very excited, buddy. How are you? Hope you're well. Welcome in. Drop Grimmy a follow, everyone, if you will do, please. That'd be much appreciated. Grimmy's very, very nice. He's clearly looking forward. I take it, I'm going to speak for you here, Grimmy. I take it you're looking forward to Blythe Spartans versus Wrexham. What a draw that is. You know what I mean? Can't wait for that. That sounds like a cracking afternoon. That's what you want, isn't it? That's the sort of draw that you need. You know, get the sky cameras down there. Get McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds down. Be a great day. Tim's already told me we're getting battered by Mullen though. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, like Tim's just I think he'd explode if they lost. I genuinely think he'd explode. Like, I think he'd go into hiding as well so that none of his remains could be found. He's professionally Welsh, and he just like, no, I'm incredibly Welsh, so Welsh, so much of all I am is Wrexham, which is great, which is brilliant, you know. But yeah, it's yeah, I think if they lost, then yeah, you'd never hear the end of it. But as you say, if you guys win, then just give him it full pelt for days. And look at this, those player odds from the Athletic, everybody, from my employers making odds on player of the season now. On a scale of 1 to his wife is his. Oh, come on, Apocalypse! No. That's terrible humour. We're better than that. Got the inside scoop on the odds. Damn right we have. We know what's going on. If you like your journalism accurate and Football Manager based, then the Athletic is the subscription for you, I would think. You know, I'm sure there'll be some sort of deal we can get it for £1. There must be somewhere. Do we play the Parma game? Should we play the Parma? I feel like we should maybe do something. Oh, after Parma, we are straight into the league. So, what do you want to do? Should we play Parma? It is only a friendly after all, but yeah, let's do that. Let's take that game. Let's glory hunt. You know, the staff have been involved in everything else, and we'll now do the. Oh, what's that? You're playing Parma? Yeah. I'm free this weekend. I can probably come down and manage that one. I like when they fill in the rota in at work, and it's just like, oh, Abdullah Barr's release clause is about to expire. Ooh, at the end of the month. I mean, look, if his release clause is going to expire, then to be fair, he's going to have to go for money still, surely. It's not like he's going. It's not like if he doesn't go, then he goes for free, right? I don't think so. Pack of stickers. Scotland stickers? I think Scotland stickers. I'm simply doing this to see what it is. Yeah. We've still got some old Scotland stickers from the Euros to get through, so you can we can open them. And there we go. So we've got a Callum McGregor hero sticker. Oh, Grimmy in with a prime. Grimmy, you wonderful human being. You love that. Thank you, Grimmy. If anyone else is wondering what you can get for your Prime benefits, well, as part of your Prime subscription with Amazon, you can link your Twitch to your Amazon Prime and you get a free sub, just like what Grimmy's done there. Grimmy's a very smart man. Basically, Bezos has already paid for Grimmy to support this channel, so you can do that. As part of some sort of like celebration scene. It's nice. There we go. Action shots. Some legs. And there you go. All done. Stickers done. Look at that. Let's see what else we got then. We're bringing in some more. We have to guess who the legs belong to. Yeah. You gotta guess. Federico Makeda as an available coach. I don't think so. I don't think we'll be going for Makeda. Yes, you have to guess, and if you can't guess, then the stream's over. It's not technically true. It'd be terrible if that was the situation, wouldn't it? How was Jameson's stream? Oh, we couldn't guess the legs, so we cancelled it. John McGinn? No. It's number 14. Is Kenny Dudley still playing? No, he wears number 14, so it's not John McGinn. John McGinn's number 7. Rule you might know. It's not Graham Souness either. I mean, to be fair, I can't be. The sticker album is somewhere. Let's have a look. Let's just keep skipping. Come on, we're about to play Parma now. This is a huge... Ali McCoy, that's the one. It's Nicola Sturgeon. That's who it is. She plays left back. So, right, here we go then. Billy Gilmore. Maybe. He looks a little bit too... it's a bit too muscly for Billy Gilmore, but... I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's Billy Gilmore. Friendly up against Parma, and then we're into the Championship League season. As we say, we obviously got. This is season 9. We would like to do season 10 as well, if possible, but who knows? Who knows when the beta's going to come out? We're all on tenterhooks at this point. Well, yes, Adam Idah gets the header. 1-0. A forward with the ball in. Idah gets up there. Great header. I know it's only a friendly, but we'll still celebrate the goal. It's Parma. Actual proper football team. Whether they're playing their first team or not, we don't know, but it doesn't matter. There's actual players. D'Alta, good ball in. Stanton heads it off the bar. Good delivery from D'Alta though. Young player who, if we were playing this long term, we would probably sort of put a lot more in and around and put a bit more onto. He's 23 years old. I think he could be quite a handy player. We turned down a move for Newcastle for him. We also turned down a move from Leipzig as well. So he wasn't happy about that. Oh, I just got a second one. Keeper, what's Gasparini doing? He's completely missed it. Look at this. Watch this replay here. But good ball in. Keeper in absolute no man's land. He's got no clue whatsoever what's going on there. Dreadful keeping. Dreadful keeping. Idahs just moves out the way. Keeper's just like, whoa, what's going on here? Even a Nomadic Striker, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not seen you for a while. Hope life's treating you good. Long time no see indeed. Hope you're well. Pleasure having you back in. Free kick corner in. A 4-e. Heads away. Creating chances. We're creating chances. Look, it's 11 shots. 12 shots from Norwich now. 1 from Palmer. Don't worry, Nomadic Striker. This is just pre-season. It's a friendly against Palmer. We're not destroying Palmer. Not yet, anyway. Maybe in the future, possibly, but right now, not so much. Life's good here, though. Life's good here, thank you. We're all having a great time. We're just chilling, waiting for FM23 to start to trickle down, so we can get on that. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Sean Curtis, Mr. James, congratulations on the new podcast role. Very kind, thank you, Sean. Very kind indeed. Can't wait to get started. We're very excited about it. It's one of those ones where it's sort of said a little bit, we didn't really expect it to happen. We didn't really know when it was going to come, and then of course this announcement has now been able to drop. So everyone seems really happy about it, to be honest, which is great. Really love the fact that people got behind it. Everyone seems happy, so certainly can't complain. If you're brand new, by the way, into the stream and you've not already done so, please feel free to drop a follow on here. We stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays usually. We're not streaming tomorrow night though, to be honest, so I'm just giving you this is when we stream, but not tomorrow really. We might do, it might be a short one tomorrow night. We're in the final of the FM Draft Cup, so I've got to play that first, and if we've still got a bit of time, then I'll jump on stream. If not, it's going to be Friday probably. So we'll see. Joni Tamerson will definitely be streaming. Yes, he will. Don't like him as much. He doesn't even have a podcast. That's how much we despise him. But other podcasters are available and streamers are available, but I do not recommend any of them. It's not true. I'll recommend loads. I'm all about helping people and saying, we're all part of a community here. We should all be encouraging each other. Baptiste and shithole keep the captain's armbands. Yeah, I think so. Joni Tamerson does not betray his co-hosts. I know. Yes, with his podcast, Football Manager, not therapy. So Julian Huade has gone for Bristol City, which ironically we're about to play Bristol City right now, so maybe we should have shithoused that and just held off for a bit, but who cares? We've got some money in. Championship manager punishment. I like that a lot. That's very good. Zach Dodd looks decent, doesn't he? Okay. But yes, Joni Tamerson is definitely someone that you can trust and rely upon in your hour of need. Tony Jameson, an absolute rotter. A bounder and a cad, some would say. But yeah, if you haven't followed already, please do consider dropping a follow on the Football Manager show. Will come out tomorrow, we think. We're certainly recording it tomorrow, so hopefully it comes out tomorrow. It's gonna be every Wednesday going forward. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be as much fun as playing against Bristol City away, which is what we're about to do right now. Then Accrington Stanley in the cup. Good night, Dave Goodyear. Pleasure having you in as always, my man. Always lovely seeing you. Big shout, of course, Mr. Goodyear. do give him some love, and there you go. There's some spinning heads as well. Packer and Stanley, who are they? Exactly. Not even a real football club. Here we go then. We're about to get to the first game we're going to start the season. We didn't start the season last year, remember, at Norwich. We joined the season halfway through. So we're about to now begin our first full campaign. I'll say full campaign. Might not be our first full campaign. You know what I'm saying. We're about to start the season. Season 9 with Norwich City. And looking forward to the first day here. Bristol City are going to be our opponents. And I'm happy enough. I think that we should be okay, you know. Yes, we've just sold a fullback. Fine, not a problem. To the team that we're about to play right now. Okay, fine. In case anyone's wondering, doesn't know 1980s UK TV adverts. Yeah, we haven't gone mad at all. This is genuinely a real thing. Oh, look at that. Championship preview. It's the weird tease derby. Oh. Ken Wallace. Let's keep that advert going a wee bit longer. Celtic after Antonio Vale. Sean Moran. Okay, fine. You can do your loan. Andrew Cherry's gone to Sunderland from Man U. He looks like a good player, to be honest. Oh wow, way to not work. Like, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That's really bizarre. But does it work if you click on it though? It does. Yeah, you can click on it. It takes you to Wikipedia. So strange, right? Strange. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. Then we're going to go with what we think is probably going to be our strongest team, in theory. Yeah, let's go with that then. That's what they. Yeah, okay. That's what we did against Parma. The Altons now wanted by Arsenal. Okay, so. How it works if people want to be like, all right, okay, so it doesn't actually go to where you want it to go then. So, god damn it, links. Why won't you work? Right, Norwich are in yellow and green, by the way, if you're unfamiliar with Norwich City. Bristol City in red. Great ball through for Adam Idahs. 1-0 after 13 seconds. Let's be having your ball. Is off and running. The horse to a 4-y. Idahs pops it straight back in. David White Poet, welcome in, appreciate the follow. You've just seen that, you saw that it was beautiful. You thought, I need to hit the follow button right now on that. And I appreciate it. Oh, here's Idahs. Intercepts again. Stanton to Idahs. Idahs, good ball back. There's bar. Right. Now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself here, but Rogi, do you remember, and Pilgrim, you remember as well, do you remember when, and Raggio, when we were at Posh, right? The second time, we took over, and we kept them up with 5 games to go, and then the following season, we just won the championship. Like, I'm not saying we're going to do that again, but, I mean, maybe, right? We've had 7 minutes, we've scored 2 goals, we're currently sat top of the table. Just call it now, just call it. Call the title off and go, right, look, there you go. Give us the title. Let us be in the Premier League. It was ridiculous, wasn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. So fun, it was so fun, that save. Stanton, oh, pulls it wide. Even Sean, how are you? We're popping in as much of the next 60 hours, 60-hour weeks, the next fortnight. Ugh. 40 hours normal plus 20 hours overtime. Mate. don't apologise for not being around, but make sure you get some rest, because that is going to be crippling. Oh, let's Stanton, what a finish that is. That's why we wanted to get him back on loan. 35 minutes in, 3-0 up against Bristol City. There's a Forey in that right midfielder role. Stanton, look at that. Oof. Great finish in front of the away fans. There's still 10 minutes this first half left. Poor Bristol City have been taken apart. So, there you go. We're putting it out there now. We are stomping our authority on the league season. Doing brilliant. Keep going. This obviously is now when we let it go. We lose 4-3. Oh, great save, David White Poet. I follow and see 3 goals within a minute. Have I met the greatest FM player in the world? No. I think everyone in the stream would definitely tell you that no, you haven't. You're not following the greatest streamer in the world. But you have joined at the greatest time for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, oh, great save. But yes, no, sorry. I should say, yes, I am. I am absolutely the greatest FM player in the world. Nobody tell them otherwise. Nobody tell them otherwise. You've got no barometer, so you can't prove that I'm not, right? That's. The horse is starting to look a bit stressed, a little bit complacent. So let's bring Dams on. And then Santon is looking pretty tired, so we could maybe switch Spence and a 4 around, see if that works. So triple sub. 3-0 up. Players are looking a little bit tired, so there's Olsen over the top. There's Spence. There's Dam. Yeah, maybe he's not a striker. Where's Con to see the so-called Bristol City team? Yeah. And Hood gaming as well. He'd be going spare right now at this. Oh, great ball. Oof. Straight at the goalkeeper. Should have been 3-1, to be honest. 3-0, we'll take that. That's not a bad opening day win, is it? David White Poet, that one's for you. Dedicate that win to you. So Accrington Stanley next. Then West Brom. Straight off the back. So I think we have to do a little bit of rotation, I reckon. See, exactly. There you go, David White. He knows. David White knows what's going on. Right, already, and I'm not wanting to put you on a pedestal here, David White, but already you're my favourite new follower. Right? So there you go. So let that be a lesson to everyone else who's sat there going, oh, we could be the new favourite followers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can do. You get in on jokes that we've already made that you've not seen. But literally say the things that we've made ourselves laugh earlier on about. "12-hour shifts, Sean. Like, brutal, man. It's brutal. What is it you do again? That you've said? I'm sure you've mentioned this before. Part of me wants to say that you work for the NHS. Arsenal have come in for Dalton. Great. What have they bid for him? Because he's is it 40? Oh, warehouse. Okay. Have they bid 46 million? Fine. Fuck it. He can go. He can absolutely go. He can absolutely go. 46 million quid. Go. Like, see ya. Bye now. I think we turned down like 18 million from Newcastle or something, maybe 13 million for Newcastle. So yeah, I think 43 million, 46 million, that's probably going to be fine. I wonder how much we get. I bet we get something like 10 million or something like that. I bet we only get about 10 million to play with. That's should we cup tie him? Actually, we can't really risk it, can we? We can't risk him breaking himself in this match. We have to play a reserve team, really. Actually, Holgate can play right back. Tipple can come out for who we just had there, Kurt Smith. Yeah, no worries, Pilgrim. Always a pleasure seeing you. You go and get yourself some sleep, man. You go and get yourself some sleep. You chill out. Don't worry about being here. We've got plenty of people to be getting on with. So you have yourself a bit of chill time. And then let's do. I'll put Dam in for Chevalier. Actually, you know what? I'm interested to see how he works as a midfielder. Let's put him there then. Up front, we don't really have any options to change it out, so yeah, we have to just start out. Right, there we go. Cool. Be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, we're at home. We're at home to Accrington, so let's hopefully give ourselves a decent performance, right? Big change in who's playing, but strike force is still the same. Defense and midfield look different. Oh, good save. Keeper's still the same. That's important as well. In fact, Thompson Brown's still there. Who do I support in real life? That's an interesting question, David. Very interesting question. It used to be Aston Villa until they appointed Steven Gerrard, and then I have sort of gone back towards my hometown side, which is where I'm born, so that's Sunderland, and we've also got a link up with Oddball Club in Norway, so I'd probably say them as well. So bit of a kind of like bit of a football neutral, I would say, possibly. So what about yourself? Who's your team? That's better, yeah. Ball at the top. Bring it down. Thompson Brown. Thompson Brown's got a green hairband. Of course he has. Of course he has. Borges getting chalk on his boots. Goes to the byline. Pulls it back. What a header that is from the horse. Chevalier. First goal for Norwich City. This is made by Borges. Look at this. Down the line, hugging that touchline. Whips the cross in. What about that for a header? Great header from Chevalier. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff indeed. Free kick on the edge of the box. Could be a second. Bar stands over it. Oh. Decent effort. Should have been 2-0 to be honest. Should have been. Chevalier dropping deep. Long ball, but no one's there for it though. Thompson Brown thought about tackling. Let them go wide instead. Oh, hang on. Oh, straight at the keeper. I tell you what, I don't know whether we're coming up against teams who just can't shoot, or whether our goalkeeper's positioning is that good that it makes it look like they're getting like really good saves, but I think we're maybe coming up against wasteful strikers at the minute. So defensively we're letting teams in, but yeah, we're not being punished so far, which is good. Oh god, no, not a Gerrard fan at all. Even before the fact that he turned up and was shit. didn't want him because he wasn't very good at Rangers either, and also he's Liverpool Steven Gerrard, isn't he? So Blackburn fan, armchair fan at best. That's all right. Yeah. Well, I've got time for Blackburn. I'm all right with Blackburn. Former Football Manager Therapy host Matt Richards used to be a Blackburn fan as well. So, say, vested interest in the former Premier League champions. Let's see if Borges scores up top. Bring Idahs off for Forey. Barr can be replaced by Howarth, I think. Yeah, see how he gets on in midfield. Let's put Sean Jacobs on there as well. God bless Matt Richards. He was a lovely man. He was a lovely man. Sorry, it makes it sound he's dead, doesn't it? He's not dead. He's still alive, still very, very much alive. He is a lovely man. Yeah, he just left. Just left. Which people are allowed to do on podcasts. They're allowed to do that. Dam's headed it off over the line, offside. Thompson, Brown, Afori, Howarth, lovely little back heel there. That's right, boys. Just put your foot on the ball. There's nothing. Don't need to do anything silly now. You know the match should theoretically be won at this point. Coming to injury time. Lovely 1-2. That's a great goal. That is stunning. Clip that. That's wonderful football. Wonderful football. And my clipboard's not working, but what a great ball that is. From Accrington. Oh dear. Oh. There we go. 2-0. That'll do. That'll absolutely do. Lovely bit of football from Norwich there. Norwich aren't as good as they think. You can show up Gavin Rose. You know? I think we're exactly as good as we think. Don't even know who Gareth Rose is. Gavin Rose, whatever they call him. It's not even a real name, is it? You know what I mean? Right. Forey can come back in. Stanton can come back in. Redmond's still going to be injured. That's not helpful. Baptiste can come in. To be fair, I think everyone did pretty well. Everyone did pretty well there. Obviously, we're a bit waiting for the transfer going through that's going to take D'Alton away from us. I'm slightly worried. Ooh, Hull City away. That's not too bad. There's part of me thinks, do we play him against West Brom? But again, no one will look. You know, he breaks his leg or something, and then we're £46 million that we've not managed to get into the bank account. Still not anywhere near being done yet. There it goes. We get 17 million of that £46 million. 17. I mean, he's a good player. He is a very, very good player, don't get me wrong. And he will become a very, very good player. And if we were going to play this save long term, then he would be someone we'd absolutely be looking to try and keep going on. But yeah, big money. £17 million left for to spend. There you go. Look, he looks good. He looks very good. He'll do well at Arsenal. He'll do very well there. Right, so now we go shopping. Exactly. Let's have a look. So, do we go for Johnny Kenny? Is that our first thing? 17 million in quid is a couple of decent players. It can get us something. We still need a centre midfielder, I think. Then we have to go and replace him. I think we do go and ask about Johnny Kenny, though. Did he keep scoring goals? Get the big cheese in. Oh, we could get the big cheese in. Limo. Welcome in, Limo. How the devil are you, buddy? Good to see a big shout, of course, from man Limo. He's not Premier League quality, though, is he? That's the problem. He's not Premier League quality. Yes, just Vincent. Limo. You know it. But is the big cheese Premier League quality? He's Premier League height. He's 6'4". We need to get him in. How's your stream, Limo? Hope all's good. Justin Vincent, welcome. Appreciate the follow. Just Vincent. Is the cheese Premier League quality? Maybe. I'm not sure. Who's available? Who's transfer listed then as a striker? Who's available on the transfer list? We've just sold a player, Limo, for 46 million quid, and we've been given 17 million pounds to spend of that money. So obviously we haven't got all of it, but not some money. Some money's better than no money, right? Evan Ferguson. Is he Championship? Is he Premier League quality? He's quick. He's relatively fast. Hello, the United City FM. Hello, Kev. How the devil are you? We've had a lovely little chat tonight. Lovely stream tonight. It's been good. Just been hanging out. We're currently, I don't believe this. We've won 2 games. Actually won 2 games as well. I'm not even making it up. It's genuinely true. Just as the game cycle's finishing, we've won matches. The Premier League is calling. Yeah. Had a sale 60 million quid and got 15 million to spend. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, I mean, look, I get it. You signed Luca for 7 million. That'll do. I don't think we can get Luca, unfortunately. Actually, where is Luca? That's an interesting thing. I can't imagine we'll get him, but yeah, he's at Roma. He's not gonna be overly fussed at coming in to hang out with us, unfortunately. But okay, well we can maybe do something then. We can maybe buy someone. We have to get the right player, though. That's the thing. We either get them now or we get them in January. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's like 46 million is quite a lot. But it's only a lot if you spend it. I don't think Rista's actually in the database for us. Yeah, unfortunately not. Because we didn't put it large. We didn't put Europe or anything like that. So we were sort of a British database, really. Positions wise, we could do with a central midfield. We could definitely do with a striker, to be honest. That's what we desperately need, David. Take a bit of pressure off Adam Ida. Very much enjoyed FMT episode 99 this morning. Thank you very much, Kev. Thank you very much indeed. If you haven't listened to FMT 99, it's very sad. It's very sad. Do go and stick that in your ears as soon as you can, really, to be honest. Get it downloaded. Show some support, show some love. It's good. I think, you know what, I think we handled me leaving quite nicely, to be honest. It's not like, there's not a big sort of like overly drawn, oh my god, I can't believe this. It's just like, yeah, this has happened, so's everyone, and we move on from it. So, which is nice. Rogi, appreciate you as always, buddy. It's lovely having you in, of course. It's really, really nice to see you fully back, and yeah, we'll be back either tomorrow or Friday. Appreciate your work as always. The Great Norwich Striker search continues. It It does. As we take on West Brom. They've got strikers. It's now a lovely 4-4-2. West Brom pulling up with look at that, 5-2-3 or 5-3-2, depending upon how you see it. But look, second, Wigan hit 6 in their opening match. That's the only reason they're top, because they scored 6. Because that's how maths works. So yeah, we get a decent result here. We're back on top. You know, I'm ready to believe. But yeah, no, I think the FMT was nice. It was a good episode. It was very much it just felt right. It just felt right chatting. You know what I mean? Like doing what we were doing. So I guess Pookie isn't there anymore. No, Pookie will be long gone at Norwich. Unfortunately, he's as I say, Adam Idahs still there, which is interesting. He's 28 now, so gives you a bit of a idea as to how long he's been there. Obviously, Max Aarons has gone as well. I think we're in 2029 now. Tipple, come on, you can do better than that. Oh, look over the top there, Duran. It's Tipple's fault. He shouldn't have been. What's he doing? Going down the wing, trying to play the ball through. And then Losseth spots him, because look, see, Tipple's quite out of position here. And then Duran past the goalkeeper, 1-0. Try to listen to episode 99 while cooking. Accidentally listen to all of episode 98. Oh God, I was here. Oh, press the wrong button. Everyone's really upset once again. Look at this. Look, we're playing brilliantly. You know, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things, folks. Don't stress about it. All right. Let's bring Nils Dam on for the horse. Let's put Jed Spence on at left back. Hoth can come on as well. Well, maybe Borges should have been the guy, but let's go with it. Ida, good ball. There's Dam through. Oh, he smashed it high, wide, and handsome. Not very handsome, to be honest. Not very handsome. Love the Mike Buddy videos the Jebber was putting out. Yeah, he's been griefing me about it, hasn't he? Yeah. He's called me all the names. He's called me a traitor. He's called me scum, subhuman scum. He's not taking it very well. This poor Jebberoo. Oh, Baptiste, lovely ball through. There's Ida. Oh, he takes it wide. Oh, great finish. That's what we're talking about. Look at that. 92nd minute. This team don't know when they're beaten. Adam Ida doesn't know when there's any chance of a goal not being scored. He doesn't even think about that, to be honest. Maybe it's in my head, but it's awkward for 2 reasons. One, you were talking about the future of FM23. In hindsight, you can sort of hear the voice in your head saying, but I'm not here for that. And 2, I think Rich recorded in a World War II submarine. That was the problem with episode 98. Was Rich's the latency on Rich's microphone was so bad. That it was difficult to edit and make it sound better. So yeah, there is that sort of like that delay where it's just like, oh, what do you think? I think this. You're like, oh, great, okay, excellent. That doesn't sound like a proper conversation at all. So, yeah, a bit frustrating, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we've all been there. Jay. We'll be there again. There'll be another episode eventually at some point where it's just like, right, you know, we've got like a 30-second delay or whatever on it. So. Hopefully not too many episodes like that. Hopefully not with The Athletic and their production values. So fingers crossed. But then again, you can never tell. There's always going to be someone's going to ring up and like join the podcast, and they're doing it on their phone with a hands-free kit, and you're just like, yeah, this is going to sound awful. This is going to sound terrible. Like, please don't do that. Like, but you know, some people do. Made the mistake of recording lots of podcast interviews up a hill. Well, I mean, yeah, I can imagine your co-host is not impressed at all. No, absolutely not. Unless your podcast is discussing things on top of hills. A lot of wind, yeah. Can imagine. You need a softy, the foam thing to go on the top of your microphone. That's what you need. And also, yeah, you get back down the bottom of the hill where it's not windy. That's what I'd recommend. Everyone seems to be fit. Let's go again. The squad are going to play 2 matches in a row. Norwich versus Birmingham City. Can we get another win? We're unbeaten in 3 games, including a Carabao Cup match against Accrington Stanley. Though we are flying through them, JM. Yeah, we need to try and get the save done. To be honest, we got Idahs. We reckon we can finish 10 seasons. So this is season 9. We get this one finished, get season 10 finished, and then that should have us probably done for the beta, I reckon. And if not, then we'll have a couple of days to not stream and just chill out. So, plus of course there's the playoffs next week as well. Idahs makes it 2. Well, if we can squeeze 2 in, that'd be great. Because what would happen is if we get promoted this year, then we have to at least do the start of the Premier League season, don't we? If we don't get promoted, then we'll leave it there, I reckon. Because obviously we've got the playoffs next week, so Thursday, Friday, Sunday are taken out. It's going to make it super tight, and it's super tight. We've got a charity stream actually on Saturday. I forgot to mention this, to be honest. On Saturday, we're going to do a charity stream for the Samaritans. There's a big charity event on all weekend, organised by a friend of mine, Chris Purge, is a comedian, and yeah, they asked us if we wanted to just jump in and sort of help out. So we're going to do the last 2 hours of the charity stream. Then of course we're going to continue on till we finish. So that's 8 o'clock on Saturday. So we're scheduled for 8 till 10, but yeah, we'll probably go 8 till 12, 8 till half 11, something like that. But yeah, we'll do it for Samaritans. So we'll try and see if we can raise some money at the same time. Hopefully we'll be in a position where Norwich are either pushing for promotion or winning a title, or we're tearing our hair out and we're trying to find a new job in the Premier League so we can manage the Premier League for the final time in this game cycle. So it'll be either one of those things. So yeah, it'd be good fun. So if you're about on Saturday, come and hang out. Should be nice. Keep an eye on the Premier League jobs. Absolutely. It's all about just getting there, innit? It's not about, we don't have to have any sort of like morals or, say, there's no love here anymore. It's just business at this point. Trains us for next season with our British Steel Challenge, where we are going to have to move clubs a lot. Oh, Idahs rolls the defender perfectly. What a strike that is. Beautiful stuff. Idahs. That was the thing of absolute beauty. Look at the way he rolls the defender here. Love it. Oh, little Tony's to feed his family after you log off FM22 and leave it to do its own thing. Yeah, exactly. We're having a great time. Great time so far. 3 goals for Idahs. He's looking like an absolute championship goal machine. And there's Chevalier at the back post, the horse with a goal. What's been my in-game highlight of FM22? You know what? I think winning the league with Odd, probably. That was a good thing. Actually, that was fun. Or winning the league in Indonesia. That was great because of the fact that it was the first win that we did of the season. And it was just with players that were, because we'd made the Build a Nation save so difficult, or made it look so difficult, I should say, sorry. It was nice to actually win something. Or maybe the Sampdoria sacking. Maybe the Sampdoria sacking was my highlight, because it was just like, that was funny. That was funny. Or the Wasps. The issue with the Wasp this year. Great finish. Quite a few, actually. Quite a few highlights. I've seen some great goals as well. Little like Rabonas and like sort of backheel chops. Absolute screamers. So yeah, I think overall the game's been pretty good. I've really enjoyed it. What about yourselves? What have your highlights been this year? And what have your lowlights been as well? Oh, Cricklow's off. Second yellow. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Romany Cricklow. Away he goes. Rickety Cricket. Thompson Brown. Win the league with Aberdeen in the 92-93 database. with who, sorry? Afori makes it 5-2. I mean, you can't just use the 92-93 database and invent teams. In fact, actually, there you go. There's the thing. The 92-93 database was absolutely a highlight of the year. And I'll be honest, I didn't play it as much as I should have done. I should have played it a lot more. Oh, Idahs makes it 6. We are looking strong. This is the problem. We don't want to turn the computer off because we know that if we turn it off, we start losing games tomorrow. Yeah, I remember getting Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank at Aberdeen, and he just tore the league up. I think he scored something like 24 goals in 18 games or something. I was like, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Seven. Is that Idahs got 5? 5? I might see if the database works in FM23, because if it does, I think I'll probably have a little bit more play about on it. 7-2, 5 goals for Adam Idahs. That was incredible. You know, I said I wasn't the best FM player. Yeah, you know what, David? I think it's you. Maybe I think you're the reason that we're looking as good as we are. That's. The chat can confirm we don't normally have these sorts of results or these sorts of performances, so this is all you, my friend. This is entirely down to you. Yeah, this is how it is. I mean, yeah, 5 goals. We'll take that. Benjamin Frank, 17 and 18 for player recruitment. For Benjamin Frank, shall we? Can confirm that Tony is definitely not good at this game. Yeah. Been sacked yet? No, Mrs. J, not yet. Literally, I've just won 7-2 against Birmingham. Adam Idahs scored 5 goals. People in the David White Poet here has said, oh, you said you weren't the greatest player in FM, and I'm doing this. So I don't know. I'm confused. Really confused. See, there you go. Mrs. J is straight on it going, you been sat yet? No, not yet, not yet. And also, yeah, not as in, like, no, not at all, but no, not yet. We all know it's coming. We all know it's coming. I'm starting to think we don't need those scouts reports. No, we're doing fine. Hello, Cult of. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Well done for your charity stream as well, by the way. Hope they've been going really, really well. Always a pleasure to see you. Big shout out, of course, for the Cult of. Yeah, no, appreciate the support, man. That's very, very kind. It's been weird to sort of like finally announce it. Really, to be honest, we're looking forward to getting it done. Do episode 0 tomorrow, so that should theoretically come out tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and then after that, every Wednesday from then. So that's the thing. Get the Football Manager show in your ears, everybody. Starts tomorrow. A new era of myself as a podcast host. Obviously, Football Manager Therapy has been great. I absolutely loved it. Rich will, of course, be continuing FMT 3.0. So do keep supporting him with that. It's going to be very, very good. I've heard some of the plans for it. Sounds amazing. I absolutely love it. Huge shout out there for Jamie MCA. Big appreciation for the follow there. Thank you very much for that. You're not going to Bournemouth. You're not going. We've already sold one player. We're not selling any more players. Unless someone tells you that you're being sold for 46 million quid. And 3 is not 46 million. So that's not happening. Keep the same team that demolished Birmingham, I reckon. That seems reasonable, right? Everyone's happy with the tactical familiarity. Look at that tactical familiarity. Coming in going, right, Gaffer, we understand this 4-4-2 now. Yes, you understand the 4-4-2 now. Now you understand the 4-4-2. Right, come on then, let's go. Dominic Solanke up top. This is where it all goes wrong, isn't it? It's a top of the table clash. We don't get many top of the table clashes on this stream, but we've got one tonight. It's actually a thing that's happening. There's a link there as well for Football Manager Therapy Live, which we're going to be doing on the 7th of November, one day before the release date of FM23. You see the podcast, in live format. Myself, of course, there. Rich Owens, of course, there. Special guests are going to be there. It's a 1 hour show. Record the show, and then straight down at the bar afterwards, and it's going to become a bit of an FM meetup. Loads of people from the community are turning up to see the show. Really, really excited about that. Redmond is. You know what? I'm glad we didn't give away a penalty there, but that's a great finish from Perud. I thought he was getting sent off here. Look at this tackle here he makes. Dives in. I thought that's giving him a penalty, but then somehow squeezes the ball in the near post there. Keeper's got to do better. I'm afraid. Thought just not quite enough on it there. Oh, apparently we're just going to let that ball bounce, are we? Yes, we are, apparently. Oof. Right. Come on then, Norwich. What can we do? Before we get forward. Redmond. Great ball. There's Barr. That's 1-1. Paradiso. Nice. Redmond with the ball at the top. Barr pulls it down through, I was going to say through the keeper's legs. Probably just to the side of the goalkeeper, I reckon. 1-1, 1-1. Before good ball in. Idah smashes in another goal. I think Adam Idahs hit his peak form now. I think this is him at the peak of his powers. Have you thought of doing a dual cast with Rich where you interview each other at the same time with him presenting it for FMT and you for the Foot Manager show? I love it. That's a great idea. Idah doing his best. Idah doing his best Erling Haaland impression. Oh, look at that. 9 goals already this season. It really is. He really is the Championship's Haaland right now, isn't he? Unbelievable scenes. Great ball from Stanton. Idah's through. And look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Haaland wears Idah pyjamas. Damn right he does, Owen. Damn right he does. What a finish. What a finish. I think it's what they've seen on that 90s the 90s Twitter feed. Summed up perfectly. It's filthier than a miner's shoelace. Haaland couldn't do it against Bournemouth. Exactly. Stanton. I mean, yeah, it's easy to score goals in the Premier League. Idah's scoring goals in the Championship. Oh. As we all know, the Championship is the best league in the world. Can't wait to see Haaland in League One. Yeah, exactly. Getting his 7 goals a season, you know. Oh, good ball through. Solanke. Keeper's done a madness. Absolute madness from the keeper there. What are you playing at? Keeper's just come flying out. Absolute stupidity. We should still just about be able to see this one out. If we do, we fit then we stay atop the league. We go top of the league, I should say. Sorry. Ball gets inside. Damn. Idah. There's a 4-8. Oh, goes past the defender as if he's nothing. Oh. What a strike that is. What a strike. I mean, we could have clipped literally any of these goals right now. These are all amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, see you, mate. Leaves the defender on his arse. And then bang. 4-2. This is the Norwich City we know and love. We are going up. We are going up. Slightly overhit. Redmond bar. Oh, here's Idah. Oh. Clip that. That's the one we need to clip. That's his hat trick. That's his 3rd hat trick in a row, right? Get the clips on here. Unbelievable finish. Idah is Haaland. Incredible. Someone has got to clip that, please. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's another hat trick for Adam Idah. Forget Haaland, this kid thinks he's Zlatan. I mean, just... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He's got goals in him, hasn't he? He's got goals in him. What's he on now for the season? He's scored 10 goals in 4 games. Oh Jesus! I genuinely think he's the Championship's Haaland. Unbelievable. Ida worshipped by the fans. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right, look at this. So he only scored 1 against West Brom, and he obviously scored 1 against Bristol City. But yeah, 5 and 3. Jesus, Hull aren't going to fancy playing against them, are they? Hull don't want to see them at all. Unbelievable. Right, I tell you what. I think on that note, let's go and I need to sit down. Idahs just incredible. Oh, technicality's on. Cool. Right, let's go and send some love his way. I think. Yeah, make sure we drop some love for technicality, who we love a lot. As always, it's a pleasure seeing everyone. We will see you all either tomorrow or Wednesday or maybe Thursday. Depends upon when we're back on. Keep your eyes peeled. It's been fun. And remember, if you see Adam Idah out in the street, he's probably going to volley it in from 45 yards. So it's been a pleasure, as always. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you all soon. All the best. Bye now.
Welcome! Yo! Welcome! Yes, Tony. How am I? I'm great. Liverpool have had their first